What's up, everyone? Welcome back. We have another super exciting game. A very strange matchup. I think the players had a question here. Make sure they're not. Okay, they're doing their thing. A super cool matchup for everybody today. This is T5S2 Pod 4 Finals game. Kylo Turley over here in the red playing Imperial Knights. 7 models on the table for Kylo, excuse me. We have 4 Armature Warclaves, 3 Questoris Megaras, versus, on the other side of the table, the polar opposite list. This is 150 Skitarii. Just a cool 150. Biotech with the sub. Thanks, Biotech. Appreciate it. Are pods random or skill-based? So round 1 pairings are random, and then after that it pairs based on your victory points up until the final round. So, yeah, this is a super wild list. Exclamation point lists in the chat, everyone, if you want to join in. I was up on it this time. We got the prediction in. 8 minutes left on that prediction. Drop those channel points in. I have a sneaking suspicion that the Adeptus Mechanicus might have a fairly long deployment phase and pregame phase here because they have a billion models to try to fit into this tiny scouring deployment zone. So that'll be a little bit interesting, and we're knocking over Cerberus Raiders already. So I think, really, like, there are 7 knights on the other side of the table for the Adeptus Mechanicus player, but really the true enemy is the clock, I think, in this one, because you are not efficient at killing Questoris Megaras, and you have a billion models to roll and move around with. So Devin was a little bit worried that he would clock out here. So and I know. Kylo was certainly hoping that would happen as well. So we'll see how it goes. It'll be an interesting game, for sure. But let's talk about these lists real quick here. We'll talk about the Knights first. This is a House Crast detachment, so we are rerolling 1s to hit. This is a full super heavy detachment, bringing 2 units of Armature Warclaves. So just Melta-Guns on the top there, plus the Thermal Spear and the Chain Cleaver. It's a good thing that they have a sweep attack to double attacks, because they will probably not be using their multi-damage attacks. Although that Thermal Spear is a blast weapon, if I remember correctly, so they will be able to cap the 3 damage against anything but the Vanguard, because the Vanguard don't get blasted. But I think those Warclaves maybe just going to be running around trying to tie stuff up. They aren't really the damage dealers in this particular matchup. They can shoot holes in vehicles pretty well. Yeah, the Thermal Spears are blast. So they can shoot Ranger squads kind of okay. I imagine would be hoping for some or wishing for some stubbers here maybe. But obviously the main event are these the triple Megaras on the side of the table here. I was talking to Kyle before the game. He said Imperial Knights, they're a fine faction. Obviously, they have a couple bad matchups and things like that, but they're really sort of being buoyed up by the power of the Megara profile. So we have 3 of them, all of them with phased plasma fusils. Alongside, lightning cannons alongside their big claw. One of them bringing Ion Bulwark, one of them bringing Armor of Sainted Ion, so that's going to be reducing it to a 2+ armor save, which is going to be really problematic for this Adeptus Mechanicus unit to chew through, or this Adeptus Mechanicus army to chew through, excuse me. And then the last one, bringing the Headsman's Mark, which isn't going to do anything, because there's no large vehicles on the other side of the table. So we're really hoping that those lightning cannons get some work in. Obviously, we got the twin Radz Lancers as well. That wounded everything in the Adeptus Mechanicus army on 2s over here. And obviously, they punch good in melee. Being able to roll a billion attacks out with the big feet weapon profile, so they can deal some significant damage to these little infantry units. But really, Kylo, I think, just needs to get the Questoris up here and start jumping up and down on these units. to try to deal as much damage as humanly possible. The downside, obviously, is that Imperial Knights basically have no access to objective secured, so they are liable to be flooded out by just an endless horde of Skitarii running across the table at them. We're also on Scouring, it's important to note as well, which means that it's going to be even tougher for the Imperial Knights in this one. Because we do have pre-game moves from the Cerberus Raiders and just an immense number of Skitarii, if Devin's able to grab hold of the central objective here, and Kylo can't basically kill everything he has on it, it's going to be some 15-point turns for Devin, and he's going to have a tough time pushing back in. But we'll see how it goes. Obviously, these Megaras can put out some significant damage if you let them loose. Moving on to the Adeptus Mechanicus army, this is a spicy one. It's a veteran cohort army of renown, so we're locked into all of this Skitarii, and we can only take a single tech priest in the detachment. We are bringing out of Forge World Lucius, we have one Marshal with the Firepoint Telemetry Cache that Devin was actually remarking was very not particularly useful in his recent games.
For moving through it and stuff.
What's that?
Are the grates flat or the smoke going up?
So because they're providing dense cover, we'll consider them to be 3 inches tall for the purposes of reducing movement, but you don't have to go up and down it at all. So
well, no, because the big knights get to ignore it because it's below it. That's what I'm saying.
So they ignore difficult that's less than 3 inches tall, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we're gonna consider it 3 inches tall because it's also providing dense cover. So like you can't do both, right? Are you if it's providing dense cover, then it is considered 3 inches tall. But there's no verticality to it, so it just reduces your movement by 2. You don't have to move up and down, if that makes sense.
Okay. No, I just wanted to know if I ignore it. For that was all.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So yes, I ignore it, or no, I don't.
So they do not ignore it for moving through.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, that's some weirdness because these maps were made before the most recent set of FAQs. The verticality of the dense cover didn't really matter. Ooh, this is the roll to go first. All right, big 3 for Adeptus Mechanicus, 4 for Imperial Knights. I think that's going to be. I don't know who wants to go first in this matchup. I imagine the Imperial Knights really want to.
No, that's.
So I got it.
Ah, crap! You pass time to me, please.
Yeah,
there we go.
Okay. I imagine the Imperial Knights want to go first in order to be able to deal as much damage to this army as possible before it's able to flood onto their objectives. That said, the pregame move from the Cerberus Raiders is going to make things really awkward for them. Yeah, so we're going to be able to get those Cerberus Raiders up into defensive positions here. So they can just sort of advance and get in on these objectives. We also have to keep in mind, obviously, that Tactica Obliqua, significantly depowered in the most recent version of the Codex, but still an important note to keep in mind. Because these Megaras are going to want to operate in multiple phases in order to deal the maximum damage. So, being able to run away from them and stop them from dealing damage in the fight phase is going to be a big deal. So closing out this list, so we have the Firepoint Telemetry Marshal, and then we have a Programmed Retreat Marshal. We have a Manipulus with Luminescent Blessings to give Transhuman to something. And then we have 6 units of 20 Skitarii, 2 units of Vanguard, 4 units of Rangers. Certainly the scarier ones, if we want to be if you want to be dealing damage to heavily armored targets. Obviously, with the veteran cohort, if 2 Skitarii Rangers focus their shooting onto a single knight, they can get themselves +1 to wound, so they can be down to wounding on 4s after a Manipulus buff on 1 unit. And then you add the additional attack with the stratagem on that unit as well. So you can be dealing some significant damage to a knight with those Rangers, but that's really, outside of just mass attacks, that's and maybe some Eye of Cerberus from these guys to deal with mortal wounds, we don't really have a consistent way to deal with the quest of the Megaras. And then obviously the guy who's on a 2+ armor save is going to be saving a lot of those anyway. We do have a taser goad on one of the ranger units, which I love. Everybody has enhanced data tethers and omnispexes, excuse me, as is to be expected. And then we have 3 units of Cerberus Raiders, 8 Cerberus Raiders apiece, or 9. I guess 9, because we have the 1 unit leader. Yeah. Just to give the list a little bit more board control beyond the relatively slow Scutarii. And we are off.
You too.
All right.
This will be very fast, I think.
We'll see how much damage Kylo can do to this army. I have a sneaking suspicion it may get overrun by an endless tide of Scutarii, but I believe in the Knight Megaera's, chat. We got. This is a post-FAQ, chat. So we're playing with all the FAQ stuff in mind. The biggest dispirited model count we've seen in a while? Yeah. It's going to be an explosive game. I want to see a giant turn of shooting out of this Megaera's turn 1. Let's just see all these Cerberus Raiders blown off the table. It should be basically impossible to stop the Megaeras from shooting. I mean, we got a 12-inch movement, right? We can move, like, around here. Shoot into these back guys. You basically just lose the Flamer attacks. But the Stranglehold's going to be interesting. You do have to hold that center objective, but the walls in the way are going to be awkward. I mean, maybe we could just get this guy right in. Actually, if you if you just charge the Cerberus Raiders, right? Yeah. Yeah, you get a Megaera here, right? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. You get a Megaera here. And then he has access to both of these units punching through the wall. So if you oblique, he charges the pink one, they oblique out of range. And so you get to redirect with the new rolls onto the teal one. And that's probably like an 8-inch charge or something. But you get that charge, it's a big deal. Because you'll kill most of that unit, and then you grab the Stranglehold point.
Are these guys touching walls all?
Change your 250 points to AdMech, yeah. No can do, sir. Yeah, so we do have Stranglehold, no prisoners, assassination on the side of the table for Kylo. Kylo was mentioning that he was having a lot of trouble selecting secondaries against this Adeptus Mechanicus army, and that is one benefit to pushing so heavily into like one unit type. Like Devin comes into the game and he's like, I'm gonna give up 15 on no prisoners. There's no universe in which my opponent doesn't kill a billion Scutarii. You know, Scutarii are tough to kill, especially Lucius Scutarii, but not these ones. Yeah, eventually you'll get them. So we'll just give up the 15 on no prisoners, but you don't get any other ones. There's no vehicles in the list to score off of. There's only 3 characters. You can only get 10 on Assassinate. We're going to be pushing you back into your deployment zone. Your maneuver secondaries are tough. There's so much OBSEC. Your board control your objective control secondaries are tough. So he's given up the 15 on 1 to give himself a...
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you have tons of movement to get through there. That's definitely not a problem.
Let's delete that lighting fixture for Kylo.
I'm also
there.
assuming you wouldn't have deployed in a way where your knight couldn't move.
No, I was practicing earlier.
I'm not gonna be.
So he's gonna give up the 15 points on 1 secondary to basically be able to control the other secondaries. Yeah, so it looks like 9 inches, and we're gonna peek 3 inches over to grab line of sight to a bunch of this stuff.
Want to rotate. So rotate. Want to rotate.
Well, you can't take grind them down and no prisoners, right, chat? And you're gonna. There's no universe in which you don't take no prisoners in this matchup.
Have a shooting phase on turn 1.
So you're yeah, you're just gonna take it. Like you know, the no prisoners it's like an automatic 15. It's just you'll get it. Like we believe in Kylo. So
I kind of figured I'm gonna lose some Cerberus Raiders this turn.
Yeah, so I'm not. I don't know what else you take, especially because you don't have great maneuver secondaries in scouring. Your opponent is so aggressive, like we talked about. It's going to be difficult to get like engage all friends, which I imagine this list scores pretty often. So I mean, Stranglehold. It's an option. It's there. I'm not sure if we score it very much, but we can certainly try. Maybe engage seems better. Potentially. The issue is that you have to be fighting over the center objective, right?
Oh, you want to shoot the...
Because you want to stop Devin's 15-point turns, and if you're in the center objective, you are not scoring engage because the denial zone for engage on all fronts comes out 3 inches or 2.5 inches past where the objective marker is. I mean, I guess you just throw armatures up the sides, but the terrain and for the big armatures makes that a little bit tough. Thanks for the follows, everybody. Appreciate it.
Oh, I'm not gonna get Stranglehold, but it's fine. See who I am.
So there is a potential charge into the
So this
Cerberus
guy's just
Raider
gonna
unit.
put
We have the
everything into
armature on
meat.
objective 1.
Everything into
Pink.
Yeah, go for it. So you'll have 8 shots on lightning cannon and 2 from the fusel.
And my flame is 12 inches.
It's your flamer within range of the guy who you can see. I don't believe so.
No.
No, it is not.
No.
Yeah, it's
so we'll do the lightning cannon first, though.
An oft misquoted rule
Spooky Tesla gun.
is that range and line of sight are measured separately. That's only the case for psychic powers.
Old school.
Ranged attacks have to have their line of sight and range measured to the same model.
What the hell?
Yep.
Ooh.
So that is additional 2, 4, 6.
So big explosions off the lightning cannon shot into this pink Cerberus Raider unit.
Which is toughness?
4.
Freeze to wound.
No, that saved me. 7?
Not a great wound roll.
7 at -2.
7 at -2, so I'm going to be on a 5 up invul.
It's going to kill
6. These are 3 damage on lightning cannon.
basically half the unit.
So popping Feel Pain does not really make a difference here. Oh, is that the alpha in the fight?
In 8th, you also could not individually select models for line of sight and range. That's just a rule that I think it existed from a previous edition, and everyone thought that's how it worked. But the 8th edition rulebook was also very clear that you measure both of them to the same. That's just a rule that people like to get wrong.
I really think it matters too much. Oh, that was only 5. I need to pull one more. Sorry.
And
Oh no, I only failed 5 saves.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. I can't count. Well, maybe your fuse will just kill him. Or not.
Nope.
Okay. Hey, good job, buddy. You lived.
Garbage shot on the phased
is that
plasma
enough for one
fusel.
more?
So only 5 Cerberus Raiders get knocked out there. And we are going to start
This guy into these ones,
dropping shots into the other units. We'll probably see both of these units get taken. Yeah, we have 2 Megaras. Oh, not quite in with the Flamer, unfortunately. But we also have the Armature Warglaives. So certainly the white unit's going to get killed. We'll see maybe some significant damage dealt to the teal unit as well.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
You do have to deal with these Cerberus Raiders as quickly as possible, though, because they are obnoxious to deal with in the late game. If they come up and move block you, you can't even be assured of a charge on them
6.
to use them to springboard yourself forward.
4 dead, plus whatever the fusel kills.
Mm-hmm.
Just yank them all at the end.
And then we'll do the fusil.
Yep.
If you're measuring, so we were actually talking about this during the previous game. You measure line of sight and range to the same model in the unit you're attacking, but not on the same line. So you can measure line of sight to the back corner of a tank, for example, but range is always measured closest point to closest point. So, if you have a tank like hiding behind this wall, right, and you're trying to draw line of sight to it from here, you could measure the line of sight across this axis, but then the range would be measured across this one. That does throw some people off sometimes. It just checks the model you're measuring to, but the points at which you measure to are can be different. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, go for it.
Let's just make sure.
Yeah, it's only 13 to the closest.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, or else I just would have yanked him.
There's one Cerberus Raider in the pink unit. He just got shot. He's facing away. Yeah, he's ready to go. No, they're just doing like the Cantabrian circle, where they
get to reroll this one
spin around.
No.
old school ancient light cavalry. No explosions from the fusel onto the white squad here, unfortunately. Ugh. Wound roll's not doing so hot for
I have
Kylo.
to spend 1 CP to reroll one of them,
Sure.
just in case.
And we're going to start spending CP. Yeah, try to knock that Cerberus Raider unit out. Survey says 3 die.
Where's the alpha? You're the alpha. I like you being alive. Gonna make sure that's not gonna screw me over. Yeah, he'll be able to draw 3 inches of that objective to auto pass the test.
That's only one spurt now, though, yeah.
That's with the FAQ, but we're not using the FAQ.
Yeah, we are. Trevi said we are.
The new FAQ?
Yeah.
But I thought the FAQ's locked for this pod.
Yeah, when was the release date for it? I thought it was after the...
No, it was like way after this pod started.
Oh, was it? Okay, so
Yeah.
that might have been a mistake on my part.
Oh, alright then.
No, it doesn't matter. Alright.
Doesn't matter. Okay. So there's a chance.
He advanced though, didn't he? Oh, the thermal spear's assault.
Yeah.
Oh, your measuring tools. Yeah, it's in range anyway.
Yeah.
You're -1 to hit me for shooting over the...
Oh,
you
advanced.
You advanced anyway, so it makes no difference.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's my bad. Yeah, I mentioned it was pre-FAQ, but this was a couple days before the FAQ dropped, so that's actually my bad.
-4.
Whoopsies.
Oh, thank God these guys have robot arms or something. Nope. Can I save you? Can the alpha get? No, I gotta pull the alpha.
Do damage anyway.
Which kills him, because they're only 2 wounds now.
Yeah. So hurt 1, hurt 2 units. That's pretty. I'm not getting stranglehold, but I might be for later anyway. This got any shots. This got any shots. Nope. I think that's pretty much it. We'll do. I've got points at the swing this way. So over to you.
I just have to take some morale tests quickly. So pink lost some number. 3 + 5 is 8, and I killed the alpha. So 1 runs away, and then 3 more.
Oof.
I got 1 guy left in that unit.
Pink down to 1.
Which is realistically all
and then
I need.
I guess we're gonna auto pass number 2 there.
And then the other unit, I'm just gonna auto pass them, and I'm gonna use the archaeologist's upgrade to make it free. So.
And how close do they have to be to the objective?
6 inches to the marker, and he's within 3 inches of the actual thing here, so he's good.
Right. Okay. Over to you then.
Cool.
Good stuff.
Well, that could have been worse. That could have also been a lot better. So my command phase, which I have 30 million things to do. Most of these people are at least going to be
exclamation point lists in the chat. Everybody,
nice.
we'll get you to the
You'll
the
walk
list.
up. You guys will run to there. You idiots will walk up.
Police are after one of our
Maybe.
players, unfortunately.
Can knights move over cavalry? I don't think so.
No. Infantry. Only.
Infantry only. Well, that's good.
Yeah, so it looks like we're going to try to
So
keep
the
those guys, those
archaeologist is just
Surface
gonna
Raiders
put
alive
his
to get some
actions and
movement
shoot
blocking against the Knights.
shenanigans on nobody of
We
note. 'Cause
did
it's not gonna matter
we
this
did
time.
rule that the dense cover grates, because they're applying dense cover, they would theoretically have to be 3 inches tall, which means that they would knock down the Knights' movement. So the Knights could move over them. There's obviously no terrain for them to move over, so it doesn't cost them any additional vertical movement, but it does cost them
That is good to know.
2 inches to move through.
And are all your Megara's characters?
Yeah.
So they can all heroically intervene. And you can't heroically intervene more than 3, correct?
The war guys can heroically intervene 6 if you charge
So
one of the big guys.
just to clarify, the Megaras can move over anything but monsters and vehicles.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's just gonna influence how I do the movement for them.
Yeah, so we're probably going to be trying to sort of engagement zone the Megaras out. So instead of blocking the Megaras from moving by putting your base in the front, because the Megaras can hop over you, what you're going to be trying to do is place your engagement range, which for a Cerberus Raider looks like something like that, where the Megara can't place its base. So it could move, somewhere over here, but it would be engaging you. So it would have to have a much more difficult movement to get the Cerberus Raider in there. The large unit obviously can spread out enough that the Megara doesn't have anywhere to go.
And then these 4. Sorry, I just want to see this before I actually start.
They all shot, chat. We had a couple flubs from the lightning cannons. A couple of them didn't explode, and the flamers were all out of range. So we didn't get the full power of the Knight Megaera's firing. Not to mention the fact that the armigers also don't really have any guns to speak of. We had one of the thermal spears shooting in the back here. So we do have the Megaeras placed in the back corners here for Kylo to block out any. I don't think we have a solar flare, do we? There definitely is a solar flare. Just kidding. So we're blocking out a solar flare, but also. Yeah, we didn't put anything in reserve for the Adeptus Mechanicus. So yeah, just blocking out the solar flare in the back corner with those armigers. Unfortunately, like we talked about, the armiger's not super efficient against the profiles over here. So we're that's all we can hope for, essentially, from those guys.
We could just rename light cover to Galvanic Field.
Yeah, and that light cover, as the player's talking about, not doing anything from the Firepoint telemetry cache because the Custoris Megaeras fully ignore it, and the Armiger Warglaives fire hard enough that they punch through it anyway. So I think there is... I don't believe that there's a situation in which the light cover off of the telemetry cache matters. Now we are probably looking to use the obscuring keyword effectively here on the Skitarii turn. These Skitarii Rangers can fire through the windows of the buildings at the Knights without penalty. So what we might be looking to do is double tap 2 of these Skitarii units into 1 Megaera with the +1 to wound to try to knock it down significantly. And that's going to deal a lot of damage. It's a ton of attacks at +1 to wound. And we have Galvanic Field on the Ranger unit on this side, or is that on the Vanguard unit? I guess the Vanguard have more attacks? That's interesting. And so we're maybe going to be trying to knock this Megaera down, and then just sort of swing the fight this direction.
I didn't think he was the 2-up save knight. I want to go after one of the non-2-up save knights.
Sure.
Okay, thank you. They're still going to shoot him, just not quite as much. All right, so I think it's all my command phase stuff. So movement, I will spend a CP on the horses just to auto advance them 6 inches. So they're just going to go into here and move 16. And I just want to say...
Is that including the -2, yeah?
Yeah. So they're 12, auto advance 6, 18, and then they can take 2 off. So 3, or more like 2.5, and then 13.5 is definitely good. You're going to go over to there, 16 inches. The alpha is going to go 3.5, and then...
So a bit of an interesting... interaction in the previous turn. Devin actually, when he was taking casualties on this unit, the reason they failed their leadership check is because he actually removed the alpha from the unit. Because I think the alpha was placed in the front rank here. And the Megaera on this side is Kylo's Landstrider, so it gets +2 to charge. So it actually would have been a pretty reasonable charge to get it up into that unit if Devin had left that alpha alive. Maybe a little bit of a misplace on where Devin placed his models, but certainly was impactful because it meant another 2 Cerberus Raiders died. So now, I mean, this is the pure raw power of Cerberus Raiders over here. We've been able to essentially movement block a lot of where the Megaera can go over here. It can basically only go through the difficult terrain like that, which makes any charges out very difficult if it goes through there. It can't move. I don't believe it can move around here because we don't have enough movement to get it into the position where it can fit its base there. And as soon as it moves up and tries to charge this unit, then things get super awkward. Which unit is this guy in?
These guys are one, so they actually do have to move up a little bit. So 23.2 is this guy in range, 22.1, so it's basically...
Is this guy in coherency over here? This dude in the back? One of them's in the other unit, right?
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't remember which one. Okay, there you go. Perfect.
Can this guy here be in range of you? No. Now they're going to have to expose themselves. But they're super durable anyway, so it's not going to be that much of a problem. This is a whole 2 mission, if memory serves correct.
It is. They went to 6.3. They just need to move.
Oh,
a smidge.
sorry.
Just a smidge.
Yeah, so definitely playing against the clock on Devin's side for sure. In fairness, it also, I think there is a certain amount of clock bleed on the flip side, given that it does also take a lot of time to resolve enough attacks to kill the Scutaria units, especially since like you can't blast against them, so a lot of anti-infantry weapons, or against the vanguards anyway, so a lot of anti-infantry weapons don't explode efficiently. But if you are the player on the other side of the table, you certainly aren't the one having to move all these models, which is where a lot of the clock's going to get bled. Fortunately, in this situation that we have it that Devin's in, a lot of his army can just stand and shoot, which I'm sure he's appreciative of. We can use the Lucius abilities to get them up the table later once we Solar Flare a unit into the center. Looks like we're towing in this objective with the vanguards. We've got the center objective here.
Just the back rank.
Although I wonder if this... oops, I closed my list. This first knight, Megara, is a character, right? Did we just walk into a heroic intervention?
He's going to advance.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the first knight the warlord trait. Yeah, he's a character. So I wonder if this guy just punches half this unit of Cerberus Raiders to death. We may be having to spend for another auto pass morale if this guy goes ham on that Cerberus Raider unit. We'll see how that ends up. I can't imagine the plan is to charge him, because you'll lose that unit to the Rad Cleanser.
I'm being really indecisive. Mostly because I just know how important this turn is.
It's not all knights, it's just the ones that are upgraded to characters, but generally speaking, almost every knight in a list is upgraded to a character. Yeah. Yeah, you have to actually, like, pay the CP to do it, but, like, if you're playing knights, that's what you're doing anyway with your CP. So, basically, they all intervene. Yeah, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna make that measurement right now, chat, but it looks to me like it's within 3 inches. That would be embarrassing, to be fair.
6, I said. No, they moved 9 to the Canic Thrall net. So these guys are just going to come out over here.
I guess there also could potentially be...
I'm just going to daisy a few of them back onto the objective.
We may be actually trying to charge this way. Oh, no, they advance. They can't charge. Just kidding. Ignore me. Yeah, so if that's within 3 inches, they're just going to get punched to death. They do have that invulnerable save, so they might not die.
Green has 27-inch range.
And you do have the potential to grab this objective away if you engage them in melee. But I can't imagine that you grab that objective and you hold this one.
In range of that knight there.
I guess you would score Stranglehold either way.
These 2 squads are content just to stay hidden. The
but
Manipulas isn't.
I think Kylo's probably okay with just rolling those attacks out and trying to kill the unit.
That will be it for movement phase, I believe. These 2 Cerberus Raiders are just going to do the action on the objectives that they're on. And then we'll start shooting you. So I will start with 33. It's not even worth doing it with them.
Now, interestingly, we don't have anything in the back here. For Devin. So if these knights kind of go ham and are able to wipe this red Scutaria unit in that one Cerberus Raider, Devin will actually lose objective 5 for his coming turn, which could knock him down to 0 primary.
5s, yeah, for both of them.
5s for both of them. Okay.
Yeah. So we'll start with the Red Rangers.
What's the minus on it?
-1 at the moment.
Okay.
So there's no point rotating.
No.
So big shots coming into this the
40
Custors
shots
in the
from
front here.
galvanic rifles, hitting you on 3s because they moved. Rerolling 1s for Exemplar's Eternity, and then winning you on 5s. Rerolling 1s. 9 saves at -1.
So taking some 4-ups here.
1 damage.
1 damage each.
4 then.
Whoa! What a save. Takes 3.
Yep.
Easy peasy.
Green will shoot them as well.
Mhm.
60 shots from radium carbines. Hitting on 2s. And winning on 5s as well. -19 saves at -1. Take that out. 11.
Boom. Big shot going down from the extra shot unit.
That marshal's
Oof.
out.
14 damage on that.
Go to yellow.
Megara. Oh my god.
33.
Weight
So
of
we said it
fire
was all
punching
but
through with that
7
plus 1
can
to wound.
shoot at him. So
Yeah.
we're going to do that, and then if any of the others can go over here, they can. They're out of range anyway. So that's going to be all but 7 is 13, so 26 shots into that Megara. Hitting on 2s. Actually, are they within range of him? Oh, they aren't. Sorry, how many 1s did I reroll? Do you remember how many 1s I had there? Because I'm not actually rolling those to hit.
I can't bring up the chat at the moment, unless Trevi can see.
Or do you just want me to reroll? I can just redo it if you want.
Sure.
Okay. That was my bad. I thought he was in range, but he wasn't. He does reroll 1s to wound. Because the
I
other
think
marshals.
I think they're about the same anyway.
Okay, wow.
You don't get the reroll 1s though, there.
I get the reroll 1s to wound from the other
Wound.
marshal, just not to hit. So 2 saves, -1 on that Questor. So take 2. We'll do purple. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Are going to shoot him. And then see what my angle is from here. So those 3 in the L in the corner won't be able to see. You are in range. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shooting him, and then the other 3 aren't in range of anything.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. So that's going to be 20 shots into him, 14 shots into the other one. So 20 shots into this knight, and I do not believe I get the hit rerolls on them. No, I do not. I do reroll 1s to wound, however. Cool. 6 saves at -1. Take 3 more. And the 14 shots into the other Megara. So same thing, 2s. And so far nothing. 2 saves, -1.
Yeah, free ups.
Yep. You
It's
are
fine.
okay. These orange guys.
So massive
shoot at
damage
that
coming
Megara
down
there.
on this
So it's
Megara.
gonna be
19 wounds on it so far being dealt
60 shots.
From the-
I don't think any of them can go there anyway. Nope.
from the just wild volume of fire.
No rerolls for any of these, sadly. So 2s.
So I think
And
we were maybe
saves.
hoping for a game where the Megara's could
7 saves, no AP.
just sort of merrily stomp their way through an Adeptus Mechanicus army that wasn't really dealing too much damage to them. But
Take a
unfortunately, the extra shots with all the AP
And
values
then
that
the 40 galvanic rifles in the blue
that
squad
this
will shoot
Qatari
as
I
well.
have is going to punch through them eventually, it looks like.
And hitting you on 2s. Oh, come on. And we need on 6s. 7 saves, -1.
Free ups. Takes 1.
Take a wound. And then we just have this unit of Service Raiders who's just going to try and plink that knight to death.
So you're on freeze though with these there?
No, so when I use the stratagem to advance, I ignore the penalty for that.
Right, okay, fine.
Yeah. So it's going to be 18 Galvanic Rifle, or Galvanic Carbines. Hitting on 2s. Oh. Yeah, they're definitely not in range of him. And winning you on 6s.
Ew.
Nope, nothing.
Big nothing out of the Service Raider unit. Thank goodness.
I was really hoping the Mortal Wounds would have done
Megara survives. The downside is that the friend Megara is now bracketed, so
That
he's going to be
super messed up
relatively
now. Not
slow.
many cares.
No, I'll just pop the shot at the start of my turn to be on full profile.
Yeah. Oh, Knights, gotta love them. Alright, that's it for me. I just score Stranglehold.
Oh, but we are going to operate top profile for it.
And I do 2 Strategic Sands. I'll just mark that down. I'll look up the points at the end of the game.
Yeah, it depends on when does the action complete as well.
Okay, when does the action? I think it's it immediately.
I'm not too sure. Do you want to pause it so we can ask Trevi?
Yeah, let's actually pause that.
Let's pause that.
Okay.
Trevi, when does the go?
Yeah, questions about strategic scan?
Yeah.
It completes at the start of your next command phase.
So if I get rid of them, doesn't get it, yeah?
Correct, yeah, they would not complete.
That is correct. Yep.
Fine.
That's fine.
Cool. Just pass it over to me then.
Oh. There we go.
Thank you. And this time as well.
Oh, yes. That might also be important.
So lots of
Cool.
damage
I'll
coming
just
down.
spend that one and put him on top bracket anyway.
Yep.
But he will get to operate.
Sometimes you wonder why they even gave Knights damage brackets.
And
it's only for Questos ones.
we're gonna have to try to knock out some of these
people-
Ragers because the
people
amount of
take those?
damage that they're doing is pretty brutal.
People take with Source Knights? I wasn't aware of that.
Sometimes.
So we
I
score
thought
5
it was just
on
House
Kylo's
Craft
side
and
here. I'll just
occasionally
grab
the Zombie Knight House.
Can you just see if I'm within? No,
0.8 there. Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. I'll spend 1 for this guy.
Sure.
Do I need to? Minus 2, 14. No, that's plenty. I'll roll 1 dice, see where he goes to. Wow, wherever he likes then. So 14.
Big advance from the Armature
15,
Warglaive.
20.
Considering maybe a
minus
full
2,
tilt?
So 18.
Yep.
Whoa! Look at this guy go! Yeah. The 14-inch movement on these the long leggy boys over here, the base 14-inch movement is
18's there.
very phenomenal. And we do have assault weapons on all of its ranged weapons.
Do your Knights heal at the start of the turn?
Yep.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta be a little bit further back there. There you go.
Just like 1.1.
There you go.
So this thing is going to be able to fire
He's just gonna
as
go
normal.
there.
Yep.
All right, so we're taking some good table space with the Knights. Now, the
just gonna go
important thing
there.
to note as
Sure.
well here is that this Knight is going to be kind of difficult to get line of sight drawn to it from the brick of Rangers in the back. You can still you'll eat one shot from it and then
Keith
the
Cerberus
Skitarian
Raiders.
Vanguard, but that's it. Not to mention that this is the Armor of Sainted Ion Knight, so he is 2+ save, so he's actually much more resilient against the
And he's just
the
gonna go there
Rangers
so you
shooting
can
than the
see,
other Knights are.
This one. And this guy. Don't really have to do too much.
I was really hoping I would have killed one of your Knights this turn.
I was really hoping you wouldn't.
If only these fucking Service Raiders wouldn't just roll like crap every time. I don't know what it is. Whenever I use Serbies, they always roll like garbage. Like every time.
Yeah. I know what you mean. This guy's gonna shoot into here.
Yeah, go for it.
2 shots.
Yep.
On 4s.
Ooh,
Never mind.
big
And
garbage.
his little other gun. He's a melter.
Yeah, well, that's a hit.
Hit, and
Yeah,
wound.
it's a wound. 5 up in Valorie's probably dead. Oh, he's definitely dead because that's a melting gun.
Mhm.
Yep.
Rest
Goodbye,
in peace,
Cerberus
little
Raider.
buddy.
Rest in peace.
Rest in pieces. So it doesn't look like we spent CP on the full tilt. So this Armature Warglide is just going to hang out. We're not going to engage this Ranger unit. We do have the programmed retreat.
This guy's going to do the same
Marshal.
over to
So
here.
engaging the
He didn't
Rangers doesn't
advance
do
though,
too
so-
much.
Yep. 18.
Although it does. Yeah, I guess they could.
No one's range like 30 something anyway.
I think
Yep.
maybe if you put your base here, they could
Uh,
go this way to get
Yeah.
out of your engagement
One here.
range.
That's
One
a
way.
loon.
Because
Come
your
on, little
engagement is
Cerberus Raider. You
something
can make an
like
imbal save.
that.
Yeah, buddy. I love you.
So it would help your situation. But I think I don't think he knew that he was going to roll the big 6 for the advance there, so the charge would have been weird.
These guys have got no buffs on them, right?
Nope. You can shoot them with absolute impunity. But I only you're within 12 with anybody. Nope, you're not.
So we'll do big gun into these guys.
Yep.
And we'll do everything else into the Service Raiders.
Cool. So the Fusel and the Flamer into the Serbies and the big gun into the Skittles.
Yeah, we'll do the Flamer first.
Yep.
7. Always wounds on 2s.
Yep.
No AP though.
Red Cleanser, such a
Yeah,
badass
so-
weapon.
That's the trade-off.
The 2+ poison
Yeah,
into
and then
3
slightly damage.
flat damage, so it will just kill all these models
Oh, I had to pick my
when they fail their save.
bloody canicle.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, I forgot. Do you care if I pick it, or it's up to you? That was my bad for forgetting.
Well, just pause the clock. What would you affect?
I would have picked +1 armor save, and I would have picked reroll 1-hit wound damage for the Tech Priest.
Yeah, go for it then, because that's what you would do. I was expecting you to do that anyway, to be fair.
Yeah. Like honestly,
Uh,
I went first my last 4 games, so it's just the whole like I have to do this at the start of my opponent's turn has just been out of my mind like this whole time.
Sure.
Alright, thank you.
Yeah, so.
So some
6
good
save.
sportsmanship from Kylo there too, as well,
6 saves
allowing
on the
his opponent to get the
horsies,
+1
so these
save
will be on 3s now.
after the fact.
They're probably still dead anyway, but
Definitely the turn where it matters.
or not,
Oh, they make
okay.
all their saves
good job, guys.
against the Rad
You're
Cleanser.
just gonna get charged by 3 knights in a second, so I don't think it matters.
Rapid fire gun.
Yep.
What's your
Ooh.
toughness?
4 T4.
Yeah, dice not going super hot for
I
this
think it's 6,
this
right?
poor Megara here.
Strength 7.
27. Yeah, so still 3.
Just 1.
Hopefully we can
one.
vaporize some of the
AP
Rangers.
minus a lot, I'm presuming.
For A and -3.
Alright. Well, that's a dead pupper. Rest in peace, pupper.
And then we'll do the lightning cannon.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Well,
Okay.
they all hit anyway.
Oh.
Oh, that was my first night. So you get to rewire one. No, am I then?
It could have been,
So,
it could have been 7-6.
7 threes.
6 saves?
6 saves at -2.
Shooting through
so
for a couple
3 up
wounds.
is still just going to go to a 5 up anyway. So I
looks
lose
like
4.
We're gonna start knocking out the unit.
This guy is going to be charging me. How much do I care about him in combat? Not a whole lot.
It's primary 5. Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Unless that's gonna screw him over. No, he can still. Oh, he's got the green squad that he can hide with too. Sorry, I'll leave.
Mhm.
I'll leave him and I'll just kill that guy instead. Cool. Next.
This Megara is going to do the exact same split.
Yep. Go for it.
All right, Megara number 2. Let's hope for some better shots. 11 into the
11
Cerberus
is
Raider
not-
unit.
Well, that's a lot of flamers.
Seems good. That 3+ save is gonna be tough to get through though. So 9
9
wounds.
saves.
9 whole saves. Well,
Now this is gonna could
Fine,
get a little
that
awkward
just
if you
counts as
fail
like it's on
enough
the
where you
full
can
pad.
pull this knight out
I
of
am not
range.
awake today. So 4.
Oh yeah, looks like
4
4 die. So I think you potentially can,
So
although
move the 3
realistically it
there.
should shoot the Cerberus Raider to death. You're not
1,
allowed to
2,
let that guy survive and contest your back
3,
objective here.
4. That's the alpha. How much do I care about the alpha? I don't care about the alpha. Cool.
Rapid fire gun.
Yep.
So we are leaving this guy here. I guess in case this Megara whiffs and leaves the unit alive to block the stranglehold.
1.
Uno.
Mm-hmm.
The little plasma
And the
fusel is
lightning.
really not doing anything.
Huh.
Yeah, probably more failed morale chat for sure. Because I think you probably auto pass the ranger unit this turn.
Two's the Winger.
Yep.
Oof. So
Takes
8
it.
more into the
All these.
the ranger
Boom.
unit. They save
5
3,
dead.
another 5
And that
die.
was
Yeah,
another
really
red unit
whittling
again,
this unit
right?
down.
That's in the red unit, yeah.
All right.
So definitely, I think, going to have to drop that
3,
the auto pass
4,
on that
and
unit.
5.
So now, if you don't really have a good option
You have another
to,
knight.
I do.
what's the word? Tactical oblique away with these guys, because it's gonna be,
What's he gonna do?
it's gonna let this guy sort of get in regardless,
shoot
because
there,
you
he
can't
can shoot
stay on
there,
the
he can shoot
objective
there,
in
he's got
oblique
lots
one.
of
So either
options.
you give the knight the objective or you eat the charge.
I'm gonna do.
Now I
Fog gun here,
Yep.
Flamer, and big gun into them.
yeah, I think
So
we see
big
the
gun and
lightning cannon
flamer
go
into the
there. You
Cerberus
have to
Raider,
wipe
the
those
big unit,
guys
and then
out.
the little gun into him. Got it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, as much as
So
we
do
want to
this
be
first.
operating in
Yeah,
every
go for it.
phase with these knights, against the Cerberus Raider specifically, you really can't afford to.
Just one.
It's a little
On him,
the
on him.
plasma
He's gonna
weapons
live.
are just garbage.
No, he
Hey.
definitely does not do that. Okay.
Cool. So at least that stops your actions now, anyway.
I kind of figured you were just gonna charge him if you didn't.
If I did, yeah. If I didn't, I was probably gonna.
And then the knight was definitely gonna kill him in melee. I can't even talk to away without the action failing anyway. So. Quite upset.
6 saves on them guys.
Is this the flamer or is this the lightning?
This is a flamer.
It's the flamer, so I have a 3 up from the flamer. Well, apparently not.
Oh, is it 5 ones?
Cool. And then the lightning cannon to kill that last
there's
little
just
Serbi.
ones over here.
At least you hit me. Who's
Only
you
3
want to hit me
ones.
now?
No, they're Megara.
Doesn't matter for him.
Oh right, yeah, I forgot about that.
Doesn't matter.
Oh,
Good stuff.
okay. 2 extra hits. Oh, he's dead. He's so dead. Oh yeah. No, he's definitely not making 5 up involves in a row.
Believe in your guys, Dan.
No, he is
All
most
right,
definitely
we
not
didn't
doing
believe.
that.
So all the
Well,
Cerberus Raiders dead. A lot of the
none of that
Skitaria
was
Ranger
surprising.
unit dead. It was it's significant damage from this Knight army, but not enough. I think we're just a little bit too short here, or too slow.
If you do charge me there, you're losing your
Yeah,
stranglehold. So.
the loss
no,
on
no.
Stranglehold
No.
would be
I
bad.
think he's gonna be okay, really. And this guy is charging. This guy's gonna charge here.
Sure, how many you might, guys?
Okay,
Let's
so
see
we did full tilt that guy, I guess.
so that I can determine if Overwatch is worth it. Probably just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 14 shots that hit on 6s. Is that worth the CP? Probably not. No, charge me.
You have to spend the 2 for full tilt, right?
I will now.
There you go.
Thank you. I will now.
Cool.
And he's just gonna go there, and then what I'm gonna do is gonna do this. So
I would really like
I
to
can just
see
fall
this
back to the wall,
armature
right, so.
clear or put
no, I'm just trying to do this.
stick its engagement
Getting
range
more
on the
guys
part,
on
the
all
bit
those
behind the
lines.
wall there, because I
No,
think the
I'm set,
annoying
so
part is
as
when
long as
one
that one guy
ranger
lives,
comes in
which
and
I
toes
don't
behind the
think he
wall,
can.
and you have to like dodge around to shoot him, basically,
Alright.
which would be
Hit
tough.
me with your facility chain cleaver.
Hit me with your best
Are you gonna use
shot.
the big profile or little profile?
I'm gonna use the little profile. Oh, you get +1 save to that, don't you?
Yeah, so you're what, -2 on the chain cleaver? And then I'll
Yeah.
be +1 for Lucius, +1 for things, so I'll have a 4 save against that.
Yeah. I'm gonna spend
Think
1 more
you
for controlled aggression.
double out your attack.
Okay. Which does...
If I get any 6s, they explode.
Oh, okay.
All
Please
right.
don't roll 6s.
So exploding 6s, and we got 2.
Okay. Is it 1 or 2
Uh,
explodes?
Just once. Just 1 explodes. And then I get to reroll these.
Oh, right, you're crashed.
So 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Good stuff. 10 hits out of the Armature Warglaive.
2's to wound you.
Mm-hmm.
Ew, bunch of ones.
These will
7.
be 4s.
Kills
So
4?
it was 4 guys.
Fair enough. So we got most of his Kataria Ranger unit down, also the Cerberus Raiders down. We should see some heavier damage output coming out in the future from these knights now that they can start piling into the infantry.
Data tether's
sort of
important.
wholesale.
Omnispec's important. That might be alive. Yeah, I'll just
we're
kill
out
you,
of
'cause they're
coherency
gonna
here on. Yeah. Okay.
pile in anyway in a second.
Yeah, and then he'll just like go.
Over the top.
Yeah, just not to give him any movement, and this guy can only go.
Yep, that's fine. I'll pile into you.
Yeah, lots of Magiras on the
I
table
think
today,
he's
chat.
into you anyway. No, he's not. He's just gonna move so he
Definitely
is.
a badass,
You're gonna move up 3 to here.
badass profile.
And then you 3 are just
And
gonna
like
go
we were
3
talking
inches
about
up this
before,
way.
certainly keeping knights relevant in the
So I
9th
just
edition when
have,
they may have a little bit of a tough
1,
time
2,
being
3, 4
individual
Skittles
models
attacking you.
trying to fight through objectives.
That's
But
gonna
on the
be 8
smaller
attacks.
table, honestly, like a lot of times you have knights going first
Hitting
can deal so much
on,
damage, especially to like a heavily armored opponent.
4s.
Their alpha strike with that long
And what do
movement,
you
able
want,
to get
6s?
around corners, get good lines of sight,
2
is
wounds. No AP.
sometimes immense damage.
Aha! Slap him in the face.
I will take off the 1.
Lost a wound on the armor.
Get him, guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
Good job, Skitaria.
Stranglehold. Got no prisoners, but we'll do that later. So,
Just gonna auto pass red.
sure. Pass over to you. Pass the turn.
Alrighty.
Over to you then.
So I'm holding 2 objectives. I think that's just 5. No strategic scans yet. Command phase. Galvanic field is just going to go on green again. Cantic Thrallnet is going to go on 20-inch range rapid fire. But I'm going to be popping the solar flare probably this turn anyway. Is there a way just to... Oh, there we go. You can just do that. Perfect. 9.
So we do have, I think because these armatures moved,
That's annoying.
we might have some spaces in the back here if we want to pop the solar flare down there to fight for objective 1.
33.
I imagine that this
Move you
Vanguard
9,
unit
that's
just
24.
chills,
Another 20
and we
range rapid
pull the
fire.
other one out.
So that's making it like 3 of them in. God, that armor is in a very inconvenient place.
The real question is whether or not we see the
Very
spike of
inconvenient.
damage that we saw into the
Don't
other
like this.
Megara. The awkward part is that
It's actually
your
him.
plus
What
1
is
to
this guy?
wound only works against a
No,
single target
rapid fire
from
this
2
guy,
of
but
your
he has
own
the triple armor
units.
save.
So we can't like plus 1 to wound this guy because
You're on
we
minus
potentially. I mean, we'd lose a lot of efficacy, right?
Yeah, but
you
I-
want to
but I
plus 1 to
can-
wound
but I can-
the full
can ignore it
Megara
with
and
two
get the
guys?
maximum
2
damage
units
into it,
can
but
ignore
then this
that.
Megara
Two
continues to
guys.
operate
That
and continues to
would be
regenerate wounds. So like
I'm just debating. I'm just
having these
debating
big
which knight I
bricks
wanna
of
go after this
infantry
turn.
be firing actually makes your attacks look slightly inefficient.
Can I get a guy here? Is that more than an inch away? It is. So if I'm right on the objective, you can't fight me through the wall. From the looks of it. Which is good, because I really don't want to get murdered. Alrighty, I just have to decide now which one of these knights I want to kill, and do the rest of my command phase shenanigans. So in that instance, I'm probably going after this Megara.
I guess so. I guess you couldn't have engaged that back zone there. I forgot
These guys,
that
I think,
was
can all
over
still
inch.
see it. They can, which is perfect.
Yeah, and I think we can only
These
get
guys need to move like that.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
the
just
one
trying to
ranger
figure
unit.
out where I want to put the depreciation ignore.
and not these
I
guys
gotta
in
do the
on
rest of my
the
command
central
phase
Megara
as
there.
well. So purple can honestly just walk up because they're 24 away from you. I could move them 6, which gets me to 18.
You still need to be able to see me.
Yeah, it's... Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a solid wall. It's not got any holes in it.
Yeah, I can move 6 to there, and then, yeah, he'll be able to see you. And that's the furthest guy in the corner.
This corner?
So he can move 6 inches to here.
You'd be in the wall. Oh no, I suppose it could be on that part.
Yeah. So he would just basically... Anyway, so the intent is he moves 6 inches to there.
I don't know if the
be able to draw
entire
line of sight
unit
to your
is able to
base,
see.
And then he would be within 20 inches of
But
it.
a lot of them, I guess, could
There.
move straight this way
Shove them up
to
to
draw to the
0.1
base.
Yeah, because I could just draw LOS off the tip of my gun. So that seems to be what they're going to do. So I'm going to put one of the ignored appreciations on them. So they can move 6 this turn. I'm going to put +1 strength to guns on them as well. That's 2+ save knight, right?
Yep.
Ugh.
The awkward part is if you try to draw line of sight from your base, it does cost you movement to rotate your base. It almost never matters, but it does mean that the unit would be moving slower if you rotated. So I don't actually think it would get you any extra line of sight.
On them as well, so I can at least force your knight to a...
Yeah, this is like the
save.
one situation where, especially because they're like
I
non-combat
gotta get rid of this
horde
armature as
units,
well.
where playing on TTS is probably much nicer because you could just like drag select the whole unit and move them as a brick. You can't quite do that with like orcs, but certainly with Skitarii it makes things much easier.
Can your armature fall back and shoot? I don't think it can, correct?
Nope.
Alright, that's good to know. Green is a Wally stand. I could just charge you. I might just do that. Cantic Thrallnet is going to go on purple as well for +1 to hit with shooting. So one of the ignored appreciations is on them. I don't really care about their weapon skill characteristic this turn. I believe red is going to need to clear the wall, so I will put the other ignored appreciation on the red unit, just so they can move 6 inches this turn.
Yeah.
And that's all my command phase.
Yeah, the time
transient
where
command
horde
too. Right,
horde
that's
armies
my-
get time consuming is like obviously if you're in combat and you have to move them all multiple times, but also if you're trying to do like weird strings and stuff like that to get buffs or to like nab objectives and do obsec stuff. That's where it takes a really long time to like navigate the movement phase. But obviously, if you're just moving entire like you're playing like the British
so red's just
redcoats over
gonna
here.
fall back.
You're moving up and just like doing some serried firing lines. Cuckoo, cuckoo.
I'm just gonna have one guy here, just touching the very edge of the objective marker.
Sure.
Yeah, so that objective is
so
going to be
we're
very
not
difficult
fighting to the
for the knights to deal with because they don't have any infantry to go through the
That
breachable
way.
wall.
Green's
There
just gonna go
is
3.
maybe,
No,
I guess the line of sight would be weird, so you kind of have to get in there, which will be awkward. Downside of playing all vehicles,
Come on,
turns
guys.
out, is that your opponent can hide from you.
Oh, sorry. Do actions and shoot before I forget. I don't even think that can go on anybody. I'll put it on purple for the sake of argument, but it's not going to matter. So they moved up. The Marshal here with Exemplar's Eternity is going to advance.
Yeah, the
6,
hitboxes
we
are
can move 9
annoying,
inches
it's
this
true.
turn.
But I mean, it's no different than like your models having
Run
dangly
over
bits that
here.
always cling onto stuff.
Run over here, buddy.
Like that kind of happens in real life too.
Go give rerolls to the people that
It is
need
more annoying on TTS because you like drop a model and he's like, I'm gonna flip over and bounce around. You're like, my positioning.
So that's 4 inches. Although there, they're going to end up like that, so not going to interfere with his movement. He'll be able to give rerolls to them. He just needs to go back 0.8 that way, just so I can give rerolls to this squad too.
So it's going to be an interesting round,
them I
though.
can
I
just
think
fix
this
it
is going to sort of dictate how the remainder of the game goes. If we see Devin get aggressive here to try to
Really don't want them to be hitting on the forest. No.
block Kylo's scoring as much as possible, you know, that with the swarm of Skitarii he has, that could push him, you know, push the game in his favor to the point where he's able to sink it into a win. But also, you know, just as easily, you could overcommit and get brutalized.
Is he good now?
No, you're just crossing my base unless that goes across my foot.
Is that crossing your foot there?
Nope.
Oh my god, buddy. He'll advance then. His weapon's assault anyway, so it doesn't really matter. He's not charging you. Okay, you can go another 2 inches.
Well,
Just gonna get him.
the base will count for line of sight if that's the question.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I thought it was you measure any. So you see if you can see any part of it, and then you measure from base to base.
So yeah, yes, but the base is part of your model. There are some house rules that rule otherwise, but that's not the
All right, okay.
that's not
fine.
the the core rule.
Alright, cool.
The archaeologist is just going to move up just so that he can shoot a pistol at a warglaive.
It's also way
Just stay
cleaner
within
to draw
range of
line of
these
sight to
guys.
bases, like to be perfectly fair.
Does
It just
Guns
saves
15
like so
range
many
anyway, so it
arguments. It's
doesn't
just like I
matter.
just draw this line between these two discs and we can do it. If you're trying
purple
to
is just going to do the thing that I said they're
do
going
what
to
we
do
were
earlier,
just talking
basically
about,
just moving
we're
directly
asking if
diagonal
it's
so
like
that they can all
crossing
draw
over
line of
this
sight
like
to the knight there.
this part of your model's foot. It's like, oh well, there's like sand
And
on
I'll
it.
just
I
fix the
can't
guys
really
up there in the
tell.
middle
Oh,
in a
like you have a
second.
basing thing. Like he's been glued in a different position in the base. Oh,
You know what? I'll move the front 15.
not good.
And I'll just do the other 5 individually. That makes more sense. So that's 6 inches to there. Just want to check that. 20, good. And they should all be able to draw line of sight to your base. That's actually in the middle. This one guy here, who we checked earlier, is going to be in. Oh my god, get in the wall. Not 6.1. There you go. Yeah, so they're going to have a 20-inch rapid fire. These 3 I can move.
These ones definitely. These ones definitely. These ones, yeah. Don't know. Don't think some of the back ones can.
Yeah, that's a tight line of sight.
We can go to there.
And
You can go to there.
no, I think you're gonna have to check some of them because I don't think
This is annoying.
I am literally. It's because I'm literally just on the cusp of.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
there's
know.
like a weird lip on his base. Like this is a scan. I guess it would also.
I might
help
just pop
if
the
we-
solar flare, honestly.
If we do this.
Yeah, I'm at a really dodgy angle with it.
Yeah, I think that guy's out. So yeah, I think there's gonna be just one that's out then. You can just go 6 inches to there. You can go 6 inches to here.
We might have
Be
to reset
good.
his position if it gets into
Like I said, I
an
don't
interesting
think, I think
question.
it's more than just one. So I'm highlighting that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think you've got more than.
Yeah, because that's just skimming your base right there.
Let's see if
Yeah,
it's
so
a
otherwise-
question about it.
So it's just looking like one is not having the line touch his base. If that makes sense to you.
Makes sense. I'm just. Like I said, it's at a really dodgy angle.
Yeah, that's 4.9.
I got a better thing. Trevi, can you just see how many of these can see this? Let's just do it that way. It does-
Yeah, it's easier
Yeah,
just
for
to
sure.
have-
Let's
Yeah,
see-
just
let's-
buys you
let's
five.
do it.
Oh, sure. Cool. So the long. That's actually easier just to do it that way, I guess.
Yeah, or
I'll
just
just
he
look
was
at it.
he was sort of up on a
I think
cosmetic
so.
feature that I fixed, so that I think that
Oh,
can make things
okay,
a little bit cleaner.
That looks like the line angle to me.
Yeah, but then you got this part.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So I think the ones that have line of sight are these first two ranks, and then it's
For
going to
sure.
be these two in the back. So I think it's going to be 12 or 13.
What about the ones up in the front, though? The ones that the angle line is going over like half the model.
So yeah, it's crossing the corner of this building right here right now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So yeah, so I think it's gonna be these.
Is that crossing the building there, Trevi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever. I'll just solar flare them. It's fine.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll
Yeah, I
set
think
that
that
right
line of
there,
sight was super
and then
dodgy.
Bonk them in this
Definitely
general
couldn't get that last
area
rank, I think.
somewhere. I'm just gonna move the orange squad out of the way.
Yeah,
so
the
I'm
line of
just-
sight went through the
Yeah,
train.
so I'm just gonna solar.
The thing that's important to
End of the
remember there, chat, is that your own unit does not block your line of sight. So the Skitarii aren't blocking their own line of sight. But then also, because you draw a line of sight from any point on your model, if you're looking at drawing a line to your opponent's base, you can draw like from the top of the antenna, and that's gonna the line of sight is gonna go, you know, under the arm of the Manipulus essentially. So you're not gonna be drawing from the base to the base. You're gonna be drawing from like this point at the top of this Skitarii Ranger, if that makes sense. So you're going to be drawing like from here to there, and it's going to be going like that essentially.
That's 2.5. I just want to make sure that they're all within 33 of him. That guy isn't. That guy is. That guy is okay. So.
A laser
Move this
pointer
over
function would be
like
sick,
such.
chat. That would be awesome. I mean, honestly,
Come down here.
40k could use
And then
cleaner
you
line of
four
sight
can come
rolls.
over here 3 inches. And they should all be within range of this knight.
And then
No,
we
that
wouldn't
guy
have to
isn't.
deal with that too much, but you know.
Oh, one guy
that's
will
what
have to
it
shoot
is.
the other knight. That's not a problem. The archaeologist is doing his thing. They're doing their thing. This marshal's doing his thing. This marshal's going to be giving rerolls to a lot of people, which is good. Basically giving his rerolls to everybody. Alrighty. Yeah, so I'll just pop Solar Flare now then. If that's what I gotta do, that's what I gotta do.
So the big downside of the +1 to wound strat out of the veteran
want to,
Skitarii cohort is that it also disallows you to split your
Just
attacks.
angle them like this.
So so it looks like we're probably going to be using it on these 2 ranger units to fire into the Sainted Ion guy. We also have the Skitarii Vanguard unit who can potentially play some shots in.
Yeah, he was good where he was, right? To flame.
Oh
it
no,
up.
yeah, no, he was good warriors. Yeah, he
Okay,
was,
that's good then. I just want
He
to
did-
have
he was fine.
optimal opportunities for
And the awkward thing here too, as well, is that this ranger unit isn't actually going to be able to fire into the Warglaive because they will mostly be blocked by the ruin
we'll see
here.
what happens. Okay,
So we're going to be firing a Vanguard into them.
I want to kill 2 knights this turn.
Let's see if we can do it. What do we
Blue
think,
didn't
chat?
need
Are we going to
to
kill
move,
2
they
knights
did
this
what they
turn?
needed to do,
This guy's got a 2+
and
save.
then yellow did their thing. All right, so that's
Seems
that.
like it could be tough.
All
these tokens are on these guys, right?
we'll go to the shooting phase.
Who's got?
And-
This is all on purple, isn't it?
Yeah, that's all on. Or no, that's all on. Yes.
Yeah, it's all on purple.
That's all
Cool.
purple.
So
Purple's going to do the
one of
action
them's wounding on
this objective here,
5s,
but they have the thing. from
one
the
of them's
archaeologist,
wounding
so they
on
can still shoot while doing
4s.
actions.
we saw it do
Cool.
19
so
damage
go to the shooting phase, I guess.
to the
So
other
we'll start
knight,
with,
but now we're
just get the
firing an
Manipulus out of the way first.
additional
He has
time
1 target.
out of
With
the
his
unit
Famer,
that's wounding on 4s.
Gets 3 shots.
Yeah. So I think we could see this knight go
Wounds
down.
you
chat.
once with a reroll.
It's already
which
taken
means
a
you
wound as
once,
well.
1 -1 and 1 mortal wound.
1 save. It's fine. So just 1 wall.
Oh,
and then
that's a-
before
yeah,
I forget,
that's
I'm
a
just
good
going to spend the
call,
3 CP now.
We might have to flop this guy over a little bit because the unit has to be wholly within 6 inches of him, right?
Not for Soulfire, no. The unit just has to be partially within 6. Not wholly. I actually double checked that the other day in the Advent Codex.
Both units must be placed wholly within 6 inches of each other.
Is that what the book says?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that Wikipedia? Alright then, so if that's the case, I could just move these 6 up here and then I could just put the Manipulus in this little
You could
pile
also,
there.
you could also, just put the Manipulus there.
Everything's good still. And that doesn't change his flamer at all. So just the 1 mortal wound, which you took. Alright. I spent the 3 CP, so blue and...
That is what
purple,
Wikipedia
knight.
says, chat. But I would be,
So we'll start with
I would be floored
Knight
if that
41.
wording was different. I'm pretty sure I've read it.
31,
Yeah,
21.
I'm pretty sure I've read it in the
Hitting on
Codex.
threes.
Actually, do I? I think I have a copy of the Codex in here. Do
I did do this right. Yes, I did.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna search for it.
Rerolling 1s. And winning on 5s.
Yeah.
Rerolling 1s. That's gonna be 13 -1s on your Megara.
Yeah. Wikipedia
My 2
is
up save one, yeah.
almost always correct.
3 ups.
Especially for
Take 5 wounds.
verbiage like that. So 5 from the ranger unit in the back. So we got to get through
We'll do purple, shooting it as well.
17.
Plus my 2 for rapid fire. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. So that's going to be 80 shots into your Megara.
Mm-hmm. Is there any more wounds from this?
No.
Okay.
Did it take 5 or 6 from that shot? It took 5, right?
5.
And it was at 23, so it should be at 18.
20. Oh, no, it was on 22.
It was at 22.
He did a more wounds to me.
Oh, there was a mortal. Okay, I missed that, sorry.
Yeah. The Manipulus's Flamer did a mortal.
Sweet.
Hitting on 2s. Rerolling 1s. Wounding on 4s.
Why 4s?
Strength 5. Because of the Tech Priest buff.
Mm-hmm.
And then +1 a wound from the stratagem.
Cool.
45 at -2.
45. Don't worry, buddy. You'll be fine.
Yeah, that's how I kill knights.
-2, yeah?
-2.
Casual 45. Yeah, I mean, that's about average too, right? Because he's shooting 80.
Oops, wrong one.
Uh-oh.
Or 3 rolls.
Rewind time, quick.
Oh, no. Don't actually rewind time, though. Oh, no. Oh, this is going to be bad, chat. I apologize for what's about to happen.
That was my wound roll.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I'm just going to see if I can check.
Yeah, just see if you can check. Oh, I didn't say that.
No, I can't now. I gotta reroll that again, I guess. I can't remember how many you passed.
Nope, I clicked the wrong one because I was looking at it upside down. Does it say in the log? It should say in the log somewhere. For some reason my log's not showing up.
Yeah, it's not showing up for me either. Nothing in
Wow.
global. Nothing in system, no. You just want to roll again?
Oh, these were your wounds, yeah?
Yeah, those are my wounds.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to make a difference. He takes
22, you're dead.
22 either way. Yeah, I think I was dead either way.
Yeah, I think.
Doesn't blow up. No,
Oh,
like
rip.
I think I was dead either way, to be fair.
Yeah, I think you were. I'm just... If we can just pause the clock for a second, I'm just going to redo the colors on my units.
Yeah, sure.
Because it matters for the Wally stands.
These were purple.
No, the Vanguards were orange. The Rangers were purple.
No, I was just doing the ones down here were purple.
Oh, yes.
These were purple.
These
were
were purple. These were
These
blue.
were blue.
These were yellow back here.
Strength 5 is from the Manipulus, right? Sean?
Green. These Vanguards were green.
These were green and these were red.
And then red on the other side. Yep, there we go. And then all the dogs are dead anyway, so it makes no difference. Cool. All right. Wow, that was good. More shooting. I wish I could actually measure to your warglaives. That'd be helpful.
Oh, again, there's some stupid thing that might.
Yeah, there's some weird thing. I'm just gonna go right next to your base.
I know, Manipulus is...
It's like 16.
Plus
Yeah,
1
I just want to see
EP.
how many of them within
17.
21.
Yeah.
It looks like everybody but the back 3 are within 21 of you.
Within 23, yeah?
21. 21.
Uh,
Yeah, you're not.
that's from
Which means
that
the guy
guy.
next to him won't be. That guy is.
I'd say 3. Yeah, yeah, 3.
Yep, so 17 guys are just going to shoot this warglaive here.
Mhm.
So 17 times 3 is 50. Yeah, 51. Hitting on 3s. Rolling 1s. And winning on 6s because it's only strength 3. Rerolling 1s. 4 saves, no EP on that warglaive. Take 2 wounds.
Takes 2.
Cool. 2 crappy martial guns will shoot it.
Mm-hmm.
Both hit. 6s.
So what have you got left to
Okay.
shoot? Oh, this is all shot, so it's just
Yeah,
yellow.
this is all yellow, green, and red, but red can't see anything.
So just yellow that.
Just
This
yellow
is,
and green.
so who's now going yellow?
So those are just the 2 Skitarii marshals.
Right, okay.
The archaeologist will shoot his pistol at the warglaive as well. D3 shots. He hits on 3s. He gets a reroll to hit. He wounds on 5s. He gets a reroll to wound. Nope, nothing. Cool. Yellow's going to dump everything into the night with 6 wounds left.
Mm-hmm.
They moved, so they're hitting on 4s. Rolling 1s. Because he's within 6 now. Boom, 6s. Rolling 1s. 7 saves, -1 on that 6 wound left knight.
Mm-hmm.
Take 5. So he's down to 2.
Yeah, what have you got left? These guys?
Yeah, these guys. Everybody who's within 21 and can see will shoot you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 guys from the looks of it.
21, you said, yeah?
Yep. So 6 guys are going to shoot the Megara, who's on 2 wounds. Everybody else is just going to shoot the warglaive.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 times 3 is 18.
He says 21, yeah?
Yeah, 21, because they're Lucius.
So these ones haven't got done on
Yeah.
21.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
Four,
6 guys. 6 guys in, yeah?
Yep, and then the other ones are just going to shoot the armature.
Yep, sure.
So 18 shots into the 2 wound left warglaive. Hitting on 3s, rolling 1s.
So I have a quick question. What's the +1 strength on the ranger units from?
It is the Techno Archaeologists, the advanced for artisans.
Do you want us to pause the clock while you're looking?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
paused. It's paused already.
Alright.
I didn't get that mixed up, did I?
Does that mean my knight would have lived?
Does that mean I have to redo half my shooting phase? I hope not. That would be very unfortunate.
Okay, yeah, so he's in his advanced.
Yeah, because I did the action on turn 1.
Yes.
So, oh, fine then.
We're good, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. You had me worried there. I'm like,
Yeah,
I didn't get
you're
that mixed up.
Yeah. No, you're good.
Like, yeah, I made sure I checked that.
Yeah, all set.
Alrighty. So sorry, I has 14 hits on your 2 knight. I wound him on 6.
There you go, chat.
No! Damn it! I wanted to kill him too.
Yeah, I missed him
Nothing,
in
and
the.
then 14
When I went
guys
back over the
shooting
list, I missed him in the
armature, so
Times-
42 shots.
in the
Thumbs up.
list
Ah, so you don't kill 2.
because he's at the
Whew.
top.
Oh, well, I'll kill 2 next turn.
Yeah.
It's the annoying part about no Force
Maybe I
Org
get lucky and get an
characters
armature this turn. That'd be nice.
because they're not in the normal thing. They're up near where the stratagems are.
7 saves, no AP on
Sometimes
the
you
armature.
miss out, yeah. So looking through just the Manipulus,
sure
yeah,
you
has the low guy.
I'll take.
We have artisans on the archaeologist,
should have had you guys just
but
go
he's
over there.
not
I could've
in.
put
He's an
more
HQ
galvanic
unit, but he's not in the
rifles in.
HQ section.
Well, my bad. Is what it is. Yeah, I guess I'll go to the charge phase now because everybody's shot who can see anything.
Mhm.
So green's going to charge the warglaive. They're in with a 6. So basically, I'm just going to move 1 guy, so I have character protection on him.
So spreading the vanguard so that we have
4.5.
Lookouts
and
are in the back there.
1.5 over to here.
I like that. So 6 on the
Not facing
armature,
with anybody.
1 knight dead,
Mhm.
the other knight down to 2.
6.
We're gonna operate in top profile, so it's still gonna get to activate. But unfortunately, we don't get the big 15 for the knights this coming turn.
It's 5 inches
The
to
solar
there.
flare
You guys
is
just go
dunsies,
over.
so we don't have to worry about that again.
You are gonna go like that.
And fortunately, the full wombo combo, I don't believe we have it again.
That. Alpha's going to make sure he's going to get to move to there. These two are just going to go over this way. Alpha has a taser goat, I think. No, he does. That's not the taser goat Alpha. I just want the extra attacks, though.
Although I think we have the cost reduction available on the Techno-Archaeologist, which should get the double tap stratagem discounted.
And then you'll go there for coherency. Cool. That's my only charge.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
So we do have the wombo combo for one more turn.
Yeah, okay,
because we're going to go to 2 CP, discount volley fire to 1 CP.
Let's just have the one combat to do.
Oh no, how many? What's the CP? What's the cost on the +1 to win? It's 2 actually, right?
To there. You're going to step up so you can attack. Figured if you want to charge me, you will.
Oh, it's 3. Yeah, no, we definitely can't do the whole wombo combo again. So the Ion Bulwark Knight, I think, might survive the coming turn.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
just gonna
6,
get shot
7,
a bunch.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
But we go to the center for Stranglehold again. We're actually not Strangleholding on the Mechanicus side. And that's going to block a couple. I'm not sure blue unit's going to be able to get a shot into this guy if he goes into the direct center here.
Nope.
So you eat the two ranger units. You can start shooting down purple so they don't hit you as hard. And then you're in a much better position. But that said, one Knight Megara against this whole army is not really going to do it, I don't think.
What do you want, 6s? Rolling 1s.
Yeah, only 4 wounds on the Warglaive.
Warglaive
will be okay, but it will be bracketed.
Take a wound.
Well, he did 22 with 1 unit with 5 CP worth of stratagems and a relic, right? Like, we're doing 22 damage, but also with a lot of help, and that help is all gone now.
How many I got left?
So we'll probably attrition the knights to death.
I'll spend 1 for controlled aggression.
Are they exploding 6s again?
Yep.
Cool. Do you lose attacks when you're degraded? I think you do.
Nope.
Oh, you just lose weapon skill.
I just lose weapon skill.
Okay.
This will be on 4s, but re-rolling.
Yep.
So just all hit anyway.
Yep. And 4s because of transhuman.
I thought the transhuman was down here.
No, these guys have transhuman, ignore P1-2, and the other buffs are on the squad over there. The ignored appreciation was on them.
Oh, I thought that was down here.
No, that's depreciation, ignore, plus 1 strength guns, Canic Thrall Net for the ballistic skill, and the galvanic field was on them.
Oh, just 3 then.
So just 3. AP2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have a 3-up save against this. They're good.
Good stuff.
Sure.
Cool.
Arms your Warglaive.
You don't take those, and I don't care. Do I score anything? I do not. I don't get Stranglehold this turn. That's sad.
My turn?
Yes, sir. I was really hoping I would have killed that freaking knight.
And obviously I'm going to spend that 1 for...
Yeah, what a shock that is. I'm so surprised, said nobody ever.
So the knights,
right, so
we still have 2 Megaras alive, but I think
Yeah,
they're suffering damage a little too quickly. So we're certainly going to see this knight get killed by some random stuff, and then the other knight will take some damage from the Rangers. I don't think it dies this turn, but that leaves us with like a damaged knight and a couple of armatures to deal with the remaining like 100 Scutarii we're fighting. And I'm not sure that they have the attack volume to kill it before the round 5 comes down. So I think at this point we see defensive buffs start going on to the Vanguard. The Vanguard start pushing towards Objective 1. And if they can grab Objective 1, contest Objective 3, they knock Kylo out of all of the points. And even then, regardless of what Devin scores, he'll probably score at least 5 for the remainder of the game. He's got bottom round 5 scoring, so he's going to get that big 15-pointer. Not to mention that he will also be probably scoring a couple to the last and potentially some strangleholds along the way. I am impressed that we've actually scored a stranglehold on the knight side. Now I almost wonder if I would have been tempted to place an armiger aggressively. I guess you want all 3 Megaras up in the front, but if you put an armiger here turn 1, you could run it and get that turn 1 stranglehold. because they're so blazingly fast.
You can only slow fire once, right?
That's correct. Solar Flare is done. So I was hoping I wouldn't have to use it, but I had to. That knight needed to die.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get my stranglehold. Need to put a lot into these guys. These greens are where you're starting to fight, though, aren't they?
Yep, they are. One of the three always stands. The other two are red and blue.
Yeah, so I don't think we can waste time attacking the green squad, to be honest. I think we have to start putting gunshots into the Rangers, because the Rangers are what's actually killing your army. Like, you can kind of passively beat down the Vanguard. Like, it's annoying. You'll get them eventually, though. But the Rangers are what's killing you, and they're the easiest thing to kill back. So trying to deal with the Wowie stand is just so inefficient. Like, ignoring AP 1 and 2 is such an awkward place for these Megaras because their melee is AP 2 and their lightning cannon is AP 2. Ugh. So you're super not really doing too much. So, I mean, we'll get the flamers on them, but because they're there. But you won't,
This little guy. Hey, that's...
there's really no incentive to shoot the big guns at them.
And this guy's just gonna advance.
I do appreciate that we're keeping the Warglaives as kind of our objective holders in the back. They are the most efficient models in a
Still there?
in a knight's army.
What am I all alone? I'm all alone. Devin.
I'm with you.
Oh, that's alright then. Someone's here.
Yeah.
Right, who's doing the action?
Sorry. I just got a phone call quickly.
Oh, no, it's alright.
The Vanguard have more shots, it's true, but they always win on 6s instead of getting down to 5s with the +1 strength. And once you galvanic,
they are fairly difficult to kill.
or once you
Armiger
you
here fell back, correct?
galvanic volley, excuse me. The Rangers have way more attacks.
Ignore this pressure and strength point gun. Some tough choices here.
I'm trying not to make it easy on you.
I think we're gonna do lightning cannon into blue from this guy, and I'll do everything else into green. So
sure.
Yeah, I guess the downside is that your ranges aren't super good on the secondary weapons on the Megaras. So you don't have many other targets besides those Vanguard.
Actually, who was doing the action over here?
Purple. Purple's doing the action.
Right, what would be the whole thing? Because these are the guys on the point doing the action, but if you take these off...
Then I lose the action if I take those 6 guys off.
And was purple anything to you?
As far as a Wowie stand or anything like that goes, no. But if you kill the unit, I don't score that secondary.
No, I don't think I can actually see with that one anyway. Don't think I can see.
No, you can. That guy can definitely see him. This guy here. I think he can. Yeah, he can. He can.
Okay. So we'll do him. We'll do his lightning cannon into the purple then.
Sure.
We'll do everything else into.
Into green. Go for it.
Let's do the lightning cannon first because it's fun. We like watching things electrifying.
I don't like watching things electrify. So that they all just hit.
They all just hit.
Yep. Choose. 5s. 4 guys die. Obviously not going to pull the ones doing the action.
Mm-hmm.
And that was that one there, the shot, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good to know. So I'm just going to kill one. No, that's the alpha. I don't want to kill you. Kill you. You don't matter. And I'll kill this guy. Cool.
1, 2, 3. You're on objective, so you've got 1 command point to auto pass something.
That is correct.
The flamer. Now I've got 4 command points. Is it worth a command point just to re-roll against these? I mean, what have you got at the moment? 4 plus, when you want 4s? No, when you want 4s anyway. 6.
Sure.
Three.
4 up saves. 1 dies. You are irrelevant. Next.
And rapid fire gun.
Yep. Nothing.
Nothing. We will do the exact same split with this.
With that knight, go for it.
Actually, no, I'm going to put lightning cannon over here.
Sure.
Because, what you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah,
10.
you're probably not shooting me off the objective at this point.
Turn. No, I'd have to get like 12 hits and 12 wounds, and you're not.
I have to fail all my 5-weapon balls, which is probably not happening.
Probably not. So let's shoot into these guys then.
Go for it.
And we'll do the same, so we're everything into these.
Sure.
No, maybe I should have then.
One thing I was just checking there in chat, I believe the strategic scan will still complete even if Devin pulls these rangers off the objective. You only have to be within range of the objective at the start of performing the action.
Oh, okay.
So I believe
when you get, you know when you get into the habit of doing things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I believe they could just complete there.
This was into blue, correct?
You could just pull those guys out of line of sight. Not that it mattered. I don't think it doesn't look like they lost enough for it to make a difference.
Well, this has been anything if consistent.
Yeah, I was just making sure that there wasn't like an FAQ that changed when actions complete or how actions complete, but I don't see anything.
Yes, fiddly guns.
Okay then.
Okay.
I guess transhuman's overrated. I wish I had a 3+ save, that'd be nice. But I don't, which makes this less than nice, so I can kill you, and you're not important. Cool. Your little gun?
No little gun.
Yep.
I'm not gonna reroll those.
I didn't think you would.
Nope.
Yeah, the
Let's
action
do
only
this
checks
guy.
it the
Let's shoot.
status of the unit and the objective at the start of the action, and then after that, if you don't do anything that would cause an action to become incomplete, which would be like moving or shooting a gun or whatever. Not for them though, because they can perform actions and do stuff. Then the action will just complete regardless, as long as the unit's still on the table.
Oh, I get too much.
Some actions say like at the end of X, if you are still on within range of the objective marker or something, then the action's completed. But this one does not.
There you go.
2 wounds. 1 more dice.
Mm-hmm.
I can kill you and not give a crap.
1 little melter.
Hey, nope.
Fails. Fails. Right,
Got
I
one
got this
more
guy.
warlord you can shoot.
Yep. And
You really only just shoot green.
gonna really shoot green. I don't really want to.
Yeah, the only
No,
way
you
to
don't
stop
want
this
me
game
to
is
pull
to
guys
kill
off and make
the
your
scanning
charge
unit.
longer.
Yeah, that's
No.
correct.
No, I was just hoping
A
to
little
maybe
tough
deal
for a
bit
20
more
minutes
and
with
maybe-
our unit.
You got morales on this and this though, yeah.
They can only fail on a 6. These guys can fail on a 5 or a 6.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'll take some odds. Charging then.
6.6. You're -2 for the trees or the vent.
So 8-inch charge.
1 8-inch charge. Yeah, go for it.
Easy peasy 8-inch charge. Let's do it. Hey, big 9.
That's very unfortunate.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah.
And the other guy needs a 7. He's not touching the vent, is he? No, he's not. The other guy will need a 7.
Mhm.
Very nice.
You said these guys are nowhere near the wall, right?
Yeah, they can't be engaged to the wall.
The one thing I'd be worried about here is moving too close to,
Well, his door
objective
is
3,
just, I'm fishing for it.
because
That's
you
a big
could be
fish.
allowing this guy to
So
move
what's-
and
his-
move
the
and
red circle's
upsec
popping
that
out
objective
on the
away.
wall. But if your intent, if you say your intent was to,
Yeah, yeah. The
I
intent
would
was
like to
not
see
be.
this knight
Yeah,
move to
and
there.
it was possible
so
from the very edge of the
anybody
objective.
piling in
Mhm.
has to go this direction. But this might have been a
And
mistake on
obviously,
Kylo's
this
part.
guy.
Cool, perfect.
He could lose his
All right, green unit,
stranglehold.
believe in you. Or you could just fail the charge.
Yeah, I was gonna spend a CP to reroll it.
You could just fail the charge again. That would be nice. Pretty please?
The edge
Oh,
of the
okay.
wall
Well, I tried.
is greater than an inch. So if you're touching this wall, you can't engage to the back there unless you can go through it.
Right, so I don't think it matters who I go with, because if you pull from here, I get to go in anyway. So I'll do this guy.
It doesn't really matter who
No.
I pull from. So
I do
Yeah,
wound you on 4.
I guess what we
You do
do
on
is we
4s,
get in and
and,
we
I do ignore
base
the AP
those
on
2
your
guys, and I don't think you
smash
can
with
get
claw.
into the objective there if he does.
Well, I'm going to
that.
be doing the sweep attacks.
yeah, which is AP2, right?
APT, yeah.
Yeah, so I just get 4 saves against you then.
Yeah. But I'll spend 1 for controlled aggression.
Yeah, the way to
First
hit
one.
things in buildings, I think, is only models on the 2nd level of ruins, specifically, if I remember correctly. It's very bad.
Helped a little bit.
It's sort of a poorly thought out stratagem.
Well, this is exactly average so far. Let's see if we can keep it exactly average. Can I lose 3 guys? Oh, I can. Look at that. Look at that. Are any of these guys here in the back?
Yeah, it's a unit that's entirely on ruins. You can target the ruins and attack them 6 inches
you're a
vertically.
data tether. I like you being alive. That's the Omni spec, so he's kind of.
I mean, there's no
important, I'll
situation
pull
these
you.
models would be.
They're just
going
gonna pile in with the
Mm-hmm.
they fight, and that'll get them back in coherency.
Yeah, and I'll just do my little. I'll just spend 1, 2 to rotate, just so I'm a little bit.
Sure.
No, Kylo.
And then we'll just do
We have
this
to
guy.
base this model.
Go for it.
We'll see if Devin can get that guy into to objective 3. That could be an early
we roll these
GG
anyway.
there, I think, potentially if this goes very poorly for him.
Crast is so good. Oh, this is a problem. Ah, shot
8 this
away.
time. 8 this
I,
time.
I thought you had the explodes on him, and I'm like, oh no.
No. I think that would be cool if they changed that.
I just lose 3 more. Oh, this Dressing unit's so durable. You 2 idiots.
All right, so
these
now that
guys.
we've dealt enough casualties, the coherency might get really awkward. So I guess we probably can't send that guy in. I would have been tempted to pull the chain. You could just pull these models, and then you can try to
I
send the
think I'll
unit
just,
down this way. I think that's what I would have done.
Go here to attack them.
I don't know
That's
if
about
the
it.
coherency is still there.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, your hits back.
My hits back.
Yeah, the ruins
We'll jump
requirement's
the
super
wall
weird.
so
That's
you can
definitely an
attack,
8th
I
edition thing
guess?
because like
It would be
now,
hilarious if I slapped this knight to death
now,
right now.
terrain features are just a collection of keywords, whereas previously they were like specifically you would play with Battlefield Ruins, and they had their own like bespoke rules essentially. So now like you have to basically clarify that something's ruined beforehand with your opponent. It's probably yeah, I don't know. It's just a poorly thought out stratagem. It should work differently. It should just give you. It should allow you to like attack things within 1 inch of walls, basically, or yeah. Basically, it should turn like the terrain that you're fighting into a defense line, so you can like extend your reach into the thing you're fighting. That's what it should do. But it also does it require a chainsword too? Oh no, it's not. Okay, good. It's just the chain sweep that requires a chainsword.
Oh, that's actually not that
The
bad.
chainsword knights are kind of bad.
No.
And then purple is good. And then green, oh boy, green needs to basically just roll 1. Or I can auto pass them, but I really don't care that much.
Yeah, I think we want the extra CP so we can get the good stuff. All right,
'Cause
well,
they
green.
lost.
We might lose green
2,
here, which
4,
would be a
6,
big
8, 10,
a big swing because we do have those two the last.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's
5,
mark up
6,
Devin's
7,
to the
8,
last
10.
here.
So
he
one guy
loses
just
them.
books it, and then I gotta make 9 combat attrition. So 1 plus, so I lose 4.
Oof.
Who is not important in this unit? You guys are not.
That's a lot of
important.
casualties.
You two are not important. There we go.
These guys are we're gonna be
All right, cool.
creating a little safety
My turn?
zone for
Yep.
depleted
I'll send it to
Skitaria
you.
units behind this L over here.
Oh, and I forgot my
That
bloody
may get
mechanicals again. Not that I was going to do any this turn.
vaporized by-
God,
Okay.
I can't believe I keep forgetting that. I'm so stupid. Well, I didn't really want this turn anyway, so. Fallback and Judo go on green.
What's the range of that? Oh, you got Devin, Tethers, never mind.
Yeah, tether. The Archaeologist will put +1 strength for guns on yellow. Transhuman has to go on something over here.
So the scan does complete on objective 4. So we are starting to score the strategic scans on Devin's side. And he'll get
Transhuman,
5
if he wanted to, has to go
for...
on one of these 3 units. The question is,
primaries.
who wants it? You're in range with
Now,
everything.
it is important to remember
guys
we haven't
don't
scored
need to
no
move
prisoners,
either,
and we
which
have
is
like
really
1, 2,
nice.
3, 4,
And these guys will be
5,
moving 6
6,
inches. and they'll
7,
just be
8. We
charging
have like
this thing.
8 or 9
Yeah,
points on that
objectives.
so far for Kylo as well.
I might put plus additional movement on them. No, I'm gonna take Ballistic on somebody. I'll put Transhuman on orange, and I'll put Ignore P12 on them too. The rest of this, the Cantic Thrallnet will go on yellow for ballistic skill. I'll ignore the depreciation for that, because I have nothing else to use it with. Galvanic Field. Will go on orange. And this doesn't matter this turn. For the sake of argument, I will put it on
Mini Dodds
because in case I pick one
with
next
6
turn,
months
I
of
can still
subs.
have the depreciation ignore up.
Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it.
Alrighty. Yeah, because you're not within 6 inches of anybody else. So green's gonna leave combat.
It is funny that these Skitaria units, they just cycle into the objective, and then the knights like pound on them for a turn. They get dropped down to like 5 models, and then they cycle back out, and the next one comes out to do it.
Lose 2 knights this turn if all goes according to plan.
Yeah, I can deal with 1 going, not 2.
Yeah.
Well, I can deal with 1 big white and 1 little knight going. I just not my other one.
Not both of them, yeah.
Not both of them, but that strat to do is 3 CP, isn't it?
Yeah, but I can do rapid fire 80 shots with the yellow squad.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean you haven't got the strat for the extra stuff. Is one.
For the no, I don't have the strat for the +1 to wound, but I honestly probably don't really need it. So
Yeah, I
These
do
guys are
appreciate. I
super
think Kylo's target selection here has been relatively good because he's been taking chunks out of different units, which not only forces a lot of leadership checks, which is a downside of this Guitarii build. Is you do have some leadership control with the acquisition at any cost, but you do. But you are taking a ton of those tests, and it is going to bleed you CP. As we can see, Devin's he's almost burnt on CP, and he only has a couple activations of his damage buffs remaining. But it also means that any of those stratagems that you use on these Guitarii, these Ranger units, are going to be less efficient than they would be otherwise. So we're talking about we can't double tap with any of these units really because it's not going to be that good. Yellow is basically untouched, right?
I do need to deny the objective.
We have 8, 14, 20. But you put a gunshot or two into the yellow squad, and suddenly none of your damage buff stratagems are looking particularly efficient.
Yeah, I think I can just get like a line of them or something like this.
Skatira are greasing the feet of the knights with their sacred oils. Gross. McPherson, I don't know if I could have formulated a more disgusting sounding sentence.
That guy there, good. Oh yeah, he's got lots of room.
All right, come get him, Rangers.
Is that guy there good?
No. About there.
Okay.
But the Skitaria units are coming out.
Yeah, he's good now.
Yeah, that's what he's on now.
Ooh, this is spicy. So we're sort of assuming that we're going to kill the big Armiger.
No, he's not going to be able to clear the wall.
I imagine
Nope.
that we kick the crap out of this Armiger, but
Nope.
I'm not sure we kill it.
Is there a way for this guy to
Or
get
with
closer
this
to where I think
Megara,
that
excuse
is?
me. And this Armiger's on 6.
works.
I guess
Okay,
we have the
that'll work.
shot from purple maybe into it.
All right. So green
not
fell
great
back. They
shooting at it, though.
moved.
Oh, you have some shots from yellow, though.
I'll
It's
just put
right
these
up
buffs
against
over
the edge
here
of the
just so I can
table.
move the unit and not have to worry about that. These guys are just going to move 6 inches over this way. Yeah, they'll be able to draw line of sight to your gun sticking out there fairly easily.
The police are after Devin for his disgusting, his frankly criminal Adeptus Mechanicus.
Oh, and I guess
play.
somebody can do an action and still shoot. That's not going to help me this turn. Alrighty, so that's 4.8, so you guys can go up another 1.2. And then you guys can just shove up a bit. And they can all see that knight there with 24 wounds left.
Sure.
Yep. Blue does not need to move because they're in range. Purple does not need to move because they're in range. I'm gonna put a 6-inch aura around him. I think this is gonna work. Yes, it will. Oh, I got lots of. There we go. This marshal's just gonna move 6 inches over this way. The archaeologist is just gonna move 6 inches over this way. And then these guys are just gonna move out.
I'm pulling so hard for this knight to get through, like unscathed. Because it will begin to reap a great harvest of tiny Adeptus
easy rapid
Mechanicus
fire
characters if it's going to get in there.
Cool, cool. Oh, the Manipulus gets to move too. How far away are you? 19.3 and 22.1. I'll just advance the Manipulus.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll get lucky and just flanger something to death. He goes 5 inches. So he goes 11 inches of movement. So he's just going to go hang out here and be within range of that knight. Perfect. Alrighty. Let us do some of that shooting, I guess. So we'll start with the Manipulus.
Some of that
He's just going to fire on
shooting.
through and left Megara.
Mm-hmm.
So Flamer. 3. 1 mortal wound and then 1 save at -1.
Yeah. Wasn't free.
Yep, so he should be at 2.
Yeah, it's not doing it.
Oh. Well, we know. If you fail this, he's dead anyway.
Oh, there you go.
so-
There you go. What is it? 2 damage.
Yeah, it does 2 damage on the Transar cannon. All right, he's dead.
What's the range on the gun?
12 normally, 15 because he's Lucius.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Do I spend a CP to try and save it?
That
So
old
that he
Lucius
dies
buff.
to the 20 billion other
So
guns I have.
good.
Yeah, but it means you're getting to shoot. Other stuff gets to shoot into him rather than other stuff shooting into this guy.
Yeah, you could. You gonna reroll or no?
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right, the CP reroll.
Please
Try to
fail
keep the
again.
knight alive. That's on 2. No.
Yay.
Nice.
Yeah, it was worth a shot.
Does he
Does
explode?
he explode?
I kind of hope he does now.
Mm.
I kind of hope he doesn't.
Oh!
Yeah, he does.
Boy.
So
Uh-oh.
it's D6 mortal wounds, everything within 2d6, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's probably gonna do more to you than it does to me, to be quite honest.
Yes. Let's roll that 12. Kill all the characters, chat.
Right,
Big
let's see how
explosion
big
coming
this
out
is, then.
of the
I'll
knight
make it
here.
like a 2. I'll be so happy.
I hope not.
12. 6.
6 is fine. It's
6.
not hitting important. So it's gonna hit red, your 2 things, and my 2 squads here. But
Yeah.
not my yellow unit, and that's the important one.
Yeah, I was hoping it kind of would. So we'll do my armature first.
Takes 3.
You had just to pop 3 on.
I'll put him down to 3
This
for
is,
you. The other Questor
2.
A little
is down
scary.
to 22.
Yeah,
Well,
My red unit,
Mm-hmm.
because now we're going to take a lot of extra damage.
takes
or-
5.
5.
My green unit,
6 would be nice right here.
that would be really not nice.
Oh,
Yes!
no! The explosion kills the green
Well,
Vanguard
something like that.
unit. That was a to the last, right?
Oh wait, I lost 5 there.
Yeah, 5 from that one, 6 from that one.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, that's wild!
But he's dead, and that's the important thing.
If this Guitarii squad
Yeah, I was
fails
hoping if
the
this
morale
was a
from
bit
that,
better, I might have got some extra
that's
stuff.
super duper bad. Oh man.
You made me sad.
Well.
But yeah, a
6 chance.
5
We're holding
point
5 chance.
a 5 point
Yep, alrighty.
swing there
So
from
we'll do
that
blue,
green squad
shooting
getting
to
killed.
the Megara here.
Mm-hmm.
So 30 shots.
Back to Imperial Knights being OP by dealing a bunch of mortal wounds themselves.
On 3s, rerolling 1s.
Alright, so we're dumping some
And on
Skitarii
6s.
Vanguards into the Megara.
Rerolling 1s.
Yeah, 3 wounds. Take
3
that.
saves into the Megara.
Pew, 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 pew.
Minus?
-1.
Takes 1.
Take a wound. Purple will shoot the Megara. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15 as well.
He might spend the 1 to auto pass. I guess he probably does.
Same thing. Five -1s on the Megara.
4 ups. 6 2.
2.
Yeah, this is pre-FAQ. I'd mentioned it was post-FAQ earlier, but
We'll do the
I
Techno-Archaeologist
forgot
pistol.
that this
on the
pod
Megara.
started like 4 days before the FAQ
One
dropped.
shot.
So this one
It
snuck
hits.
in just
Strength
pre-FAQ.
6. No wound.
So you can use the
2
stratagem
crappy
multiple
martial
times.
guns. 1 hits you. No wound.
Okay, 19
we'll
wounds
do
left
yellow
on this.
into the Megara. I'll spend 2 CP to
Megara.
rapid fire.
Mm-hmm.
There's the CP spent to double tap.
Oh, sorry, show you rapid fire?
Yeah, so no
17.
CP remaining to.
Okay, never mind then.
No CP remaining to do the auto pass.
Hitting on 2s.
14 ones rolled there. Wow.
And winning on 5s because they're strength 5 this turn.
What do we got? Ooh, that conversion was really good.
37 -1s.
That's a lot.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
There is a chance.
It's a little above average, right?
Well, let's do this right way around this.
Well, 20, he's dead. Oh, he's not. Oh, he's dead. Haha, got him.
Exacties
Yep.
gets almost exactly gets.
Is he
him.
gonna blow up?
Oh, please don't. Come on. Cut me some slack here, man. Okay, well, that's good, I
That's
guess.
too bad. Yeah.
Oh, they're
80
out of
shots
range.
into
These Vanguard here is gonna
37
shoot the Armiger
wounds.
Warglaive.
Yeah, that was a little close. I'm not sure statistically that knight dies that often.
47.
Devin was
57, 60.
was sounding very confident, but I'm
Hitting on
not sure that
threes,
happens
rerolling
too often.
ones. And wounding on 6s. Rolling ones. 5 saves at -1 on that Armiger.
-1, yeah.
So that's
yeah,
brutal.
that's one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's
that we'll
Yeah,
probably
which one's
clinch
that?
it for Adeptus Mechanicus at this point. I'm not really sure that the knight, 4 armigers,
These two will just
certainly
shoot the
doesn't
Armiger
have
that they're right next to.
doesn't have the guff to get through.
All hit. Good.
Although if these
And
guys, yeah, because I imagine we see a charge from the Vanguard here
Alrighty.
to try to get to 3 and 1,
Worse.
and if
At least I got the big knights. That's
the
important thing.
Vanguard
These
are
Vanguard
able
gonna
to get
charge
to
the Warglaive.
1, then it won't really matter what they do.
Need a 4.
Yeah.
Hitting with a 6.
Yeah, I wonder what the math hammer says on that.
Hold you to a 0 point primary.
I guess, unfortunately, the explosion also meant that Megara died. Yeah, math hammer is only about 15 damage from that gunshot. So
The clock's on me. Yeah.
Oh, the clock is on you. Don't think we're gonna have problems with the clock. I didn't think we were going to anyway. This game was gonna be very fast. 5.8. I just want to make sure.
yeah, it's about 30 wounds on average, so about 15 damage should go through.
This dude.
So doing 20 was
Alrighty. It's
significantly
my only charge, 'cause
above
these two don't have
average.
Death Wish.
Significantly above average. And if that knight had not
so
survived, I
I'm
mean,
gonna
obviously the
push
Wowie stand would have
here.
been alive, but also this Megara I don't think goes down.
8 point something.
If
yeah, I
that,
gotta go closer to him, which
although
is
we had the
fine.
Vanguard
It
shot
just
to try to
goes
plink it,
that
so
way.
it might have still. If the first knight had not blown up.
What buffs have these guys got? All of it?
Yeah, so they have all the defensive buffs.
Okay, so we are getting to objectives 3 and 1 now. So we're pulling for the failed morale check on the Rangers here. If that happens, Knights will still be in it for 5 primary, but otherwise they'll be blocked on primary.
You can go around to there. You'll be able to get to there. Perfect. You'll go there and get within half an inch. Bring him in. He's just going to go sideways that way. 2.4, you can go a bit closer. 2.9, there you go. Guy's just going to go there. Oh no, I don't want him there. I want the extra talk from the Alpha. And then you two will just go for coherency. There we go. That's going to be all but 6 hitting this Warglaive. So 14, so 34, 35 attacks. On 4s. Oh, they're mad. 6s. Come on, guys. 3 whole wounds on your armature.
Go get him, Skitarii Vanguard. Oh, it took all 3. Get out of here. That's rude. You can't be doing that.
Wow, you're like the best Vanguards. Normally, they don't do anything in melee. Alright, you hit me back.
Yep. We got transhuman and everything else on it, so.
Sure do.
Big downside here, too, is that I think if they pin the armature, it looks like they maybe have.
When it's
There you go.
freezes.
It can't shoot into
Time
melee
to use
because
your
its
turn
weapons
next anyway.
blast, which is unfortunate.
1 whole wound.
Ew,
1 whole wound.
that wasn't very good.
Oh no, he died. Oh, you're the Omni. Who's not important? You're not important.
This guy here. He's not important.
No, that guy's very important. Cool. So that's it for my turn. I score Stranglehold for 3. And
That's your first time scoring it. So you're not on 6, are you?
no, I scored it on turn 1. Put the Service Raiders in the middle, remember?
Oh yeah. Yes.
Over to you. You do not...
you got morale on these guys. So that's back to you.
Oh,
guys.
I do get morale on those guys, yeah. I lost 5 out of them.
All right.
Yep.
Do it
So,
to it,
the Alpha's still alive, which
boys.
is good.
4.
That is still there? It is. Thank
okay.
God, they're good.
Ah!
Oh,
That was so close.
8.
Yeah. Leadership 8 on the Alpha, +1 for the tether. So leadership 9, I lost 5. Roll a 4, he's good.
Okay, pass it back to me then.
Too bad. Yeah, so no
Yep.
primary scored for Kylo this
You
turn.
do not score any primaries this turn.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the Vanguard charge doing their thing. Definitely seems like we are... This Skitarii list is based on the pure attrition grind. Anything that moves in the line of sight is going to get ripped apart by Rangers. If you can't kill a vast swath of Rangers in one shooting phase, they're gonna put a bunch of damage into you, and then Solar Flares and Vanguards can move up in the late game to grab those primary objective points. So yeah, I think we're gonna be looking at an Adeptus Mechanicus victory pretty soon here, as Devin starts to rack up the 15-point primary turns. He should be maxed on. He should get 40 on primary. I think he gets 2 15-point turns from here.
Because the units that I care about have the ignored appreciations on them anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. And I already used Bulwark Imperative. Do I want to use one of these? Also strength in melee? No.
In fairness, Knights have only lost 3 units so far. They just happen to be worth 1,500 points of their army. So, you know what?
I remembered my
It's fine,
canticles
right?
once.
It's totally fine, right?
I swear I know how to play this game.
Okay, so he gets to go 40.
So we're probably looking for tiebreakers here for the Imperial Knights. This Warglaive unbrackets itself up to mid-bracket.
So, yeah.
You may as well move off.
Yeah.
Which means it goes down to a 10-inch move. So there's like a non-zero chance.
Is this Armiger going to fall back, or is he just
Maybe get an advance in charge, try to cut one of these characters in half, get those assassinate points?
Not decided yet. Chance to see how far I move. These are why you stand and fight, though, weren't they?
They are while we stand, we fight.
Ooh, so those are worth
They're about
5
to
if
be
you
a
kill
while we
them.
stand, we're dead, so... Are you going to pop
so I
out the
guess
top bracket or no? The Armiger.
You are
No,
going to try to... Yeah,
Sure.
definitely try to kill those guys.
Most
The 5
likely enough to
points,
kill
though.
these two.
Although I guess scoring your own points probably is more valuable than denying your opponent's points. But if you are looking to try to fight back into the game, that is the play.
Right. So you can I can
Although
get
it
around
seems
this
pretty
and
rough.
grab stuff. So
Mr.
like
Runaway
it.
Train, exclamation point Discord in the chat there will get you to our Discord server,
Risky.
and all of the event signups are there.
But
That's where we run all the
want
tournaments
you to
out
be
of. The
closer
standard
to
events like this one, this is the finals
charging.
of a standard pod.
if
Those
you
are
charge
free.
me.
They just come on a wait list. If you're a patron at patreon.com/tacticaltortoise, then you get first come first serve. So you get early access to the wait list. But other events are just usually first come first serve. And then we'll do special events periodically. So stuff like Youngbloods tournaments and team tournaments and stuff like that.
Techno-Archaeologist, and we'll give you probably a 9 or a 10 into the Manipulus.
He's going to advance. I go where I like.
Okay.
14, 15, 16, 17, 20. 20 inches I get to go.
Do you have to touch this thing? That's 4 inches across. How long is your base?
Boosh.
No, looks like you're good.
Look at that.
So
Threading
say
a
that was
needle
about
over there.
3 inches, do you want to say that?
Sure.
Plus 3 minus.
This is mainly 40k channel. Any chance to do some
17.
AoE, like Age of Empires?
Thank you.
Is that what we talk about AoE?
So now the characters are closer.
4.5. I think the Manipulus is going to go.
Age of Sigmar. Yeah, we don't have any
Range.
Age of Sigmar in the Discord.
So
I do not play Age of Sigmar. If somebody
5,
wanted to run Age of
and
Sigmar
then you
stuff, I
can
wouldn't
now
be
shoot the
opposed to it,
Nicholas.
but
So I can
I
shoot both
have,
these guys now, yeah?
That is correct.
I don't know anything about
the
that game.
Nicholas and the Archaeologist will have walls. They're both 5+s. I think Easius has a refractor field. He does. So
it looks
they both
like-
have 5 paintballs.
Yeah, it looks like we could potentially thermal spear one of these dudes to
That's
death,
fine.
and then charge the other one and get the assassinates. I like this play. You can also
I'll
knock
worry about
a
the primary at this turn, and maybe just get some points because you're going to get
maybe knock the Wowie standoff, but the 15 points are going to be rough.
I think I'm scoring 15 on primary no matter what.
Yeah, I don't think I can stop you on the 15.
No.
Unless these two, with the powers combined of these two armigers, they can kill
Still
this
got
Vanguard
assets.
squad
I've still got stuff.
off of one objective, but that seems highly
The only question
unlikely.
is then, do I just where he was? And I don't think he's going to get up there. No. So let's do this. Let's do this guy. He's going to shoot into combat. Ha!
With his melter gun.
Yeah, why not? Well, that's the only shot he's got. So
That's it.
hits.
One's on a 4. Nope.
Mm-hmm. Nope. This guy's going to shoot over into these.
Go for it. So you get 3 shots from your...
Mm-hmm. From the thermal.
Yep.
I think I'm -1 personally.
Yeah, you are.
Mm-hmm. 1 wound.
You can
What?
you can draw the line of fire from the dents to any model in the unit. You don't have to have line of sight to them. So like these guys are not behind dense cover, so you wouldn't get the
Two
minus
saves.
one.
Oh,
That's really silly.
Yeah, dense cover. This is dumb rule.
2 dead Skittles.
Do that.
That's Data Tether guy. Kill you and you.
Right, what's the run save on both these guys?
5 ups.
Good. If you wanted to sponsor a tournament and put
Both in
prize
Melter
money up,
range.
would I
So
be
everything in
interested?
my army is a 5
Basically a
up.
crusade
That's fine.
Yeah,
tournament.
cool. So I'm going to do the little melter into this guy.
Yep, and then the big melter.
Yeah, shoot me a PM. We can work something out if you want to do a crusade thing.
I could get into combat here and be in combat with both of you.
Probably.
The biggest thing about Crusade is, I think I don't know anything about the rules of Crusade. So if there was someone who was more familiar with it, who wanted to like do the actual running of stuff, that might be that might be better.
Come on, little buddy. I believe in your refractor field.
Crusade has a ton of rules, and I know none of them. I'm having a tough enough time keeping up with
He's
the
got
regular
shooting to these
Adeptus
guys,
Mechanicus
unfortunately.
rules.
D3 shots. 1 shot. Yeah.
That's a hit. He's shooting the 2, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So you.
Yeah.
You're in your mid bracket.
Deuce.
That's a wound. Oh, one guy dead. Do you have another shot into him?
Yep.
I'll just see if that kills him.
Yeah.
That's a wound.
That's a
Please.
wound.
Little buddy. Yay. I'll leave the alpha alive.
I'm just going to see if I can get into combat with both you guys.
That's just over. That's 1.2. So you can go a little bit further.
Yeah.
Yep, that's both of them.
Both of them.
Yep. So
Spend the two to charge then. On both of them.
yep. You need to roll, I guess, 5 or a 6 or something. I'm assuming a 7's good enough.
7's good enough. So he's just going to go where he...
Yeah, the awkward part about
Yep.
this engage, I think you needed to get one
I
with
want to
the,
heroically intervene. No, I don't.
you wanted to get
I'm
one
not
with the
insane,
shooting,
so
so
no
you could
thank
put all
you.
your melee into the other one. Because this thing, he's only got
I think his
4 attacks.
his big swing is
and he
3
needs
damage, right?
2 swings
So
to
you'll need
kill
to
each
commit
guy,
2 attacks
yeah.
each.
But they have threw an invulnerable save, unfortunately, so it's a really scary with no dice fixing.
And this guy's gonna charge
Go
you.
into there. Makes sense.
Do an inch bubble on this guy. Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're good there. Oh yeah,
I'm
you're good.
fine.
You're good. You're good.
No interrupts. We'll do up here first then.
Sure.
And I'll just. You get +1, right?
Yeah, I get a 4-up save against your Or no, sorry, it's a 5-up anyway. Because he's -1 armor save this turn, so it's a 5-up regardless.
All right, I'll just do the.
Don't worry, this guy's got this. No, he most definitely is the opposite of got this.
Score looking a little closer now. Although we're gonna grab
want
those
to do 2
15
into 2,
points for.
but I feel that's a bit greedy.
That's a real good way
for,
to get neither of them.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
primary.
thinking. It's a real good way to get neither of them. Who would hurt you the most? This guy, probably.
For hitting you back. So the Manipulus has 3 attacks at strength 7, -1, 2 damage, and then 3 attacks at strength 4.
Oh, I meant who would hurt you? What would hurt you the most losing?
Oh, okay. So the Archaeologist lets me do actions and still shoot, and he gives 1 unit +1 strength on their guns. The Manipulus hands out Ignore AP 1/2, Transhuman, and then the extra range and AP.
Ooh, I think you want to get rid of the Manipulus, right, chat?
Has he
Get rid of those
that
that defensive tech.
Yeah, he has Galvanic Field, Transhuman.
Just
Ignore
cut
AP
that
1/2.
guy in half.
Oh, I'm putting everything into him,
Cool.
and I'll do the big hits.
Armored should be like,
May as
fuck
well.
this guy in particular.
-3 on the big hits, right?
Yep.
Oh, good thing you're crossed.
Ooh!
No.
Missed a bunch
No.
of attacks,
You can still kill him.
Choose to
If you failed
wound.
both.
Yeah, and you gotta wound me twice too, which you do.
All right.
One more win.
I'm really bad at 5-up involves, so
Here we go.
no,
2
you're gonna get
5-ups. What do we got? Oh, we got him! Manipulus goes down.
Ooh. Was he your warlord?
no, he's not my warlord. My warlord is the marshal with
Good
Program retreat.
All right.
How many times have you done strategic scan? 1.
I've just done it once so far.
1. How many points do you get for 1?
I think Trevi put it up as 3.
Pretty sure
okay.
it's 3.
Getting a no primary.
I hope that.
Yeah,
I hope
but
I
I
was
can
right
just
on that.
bonk it
I was
all
right.
on
Would it be at?
Turn 5, I could just do it
Yeah,
all.
it's 3.
Mm-hmm.
You get more for doing
yeah,
the
you're gonna
third
get
and
15
fourth.
on that anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move closer to go and tag.
Some more characters.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll
Good.
hit you back.
Tag him, tag it. Tag this one and that one.
Just taking a look at the no prisoners
The
here.
Techno Archaeologist will hit you back.
One-
He has his 1 super attack,
Oh, here we go. Look at
which
that.
misses, and then his 1 crappy attack, which
Devin's
also misses.
calculating on
He's
here.
one
1,
skill
2,
three.
3, 4, 5,
He has 1 skill 4. Alright, he did
6.
nothing. Marshall has 3 attacks on you as well.
7.
Hits you twice.
8,
Strength 6, so
9.
nope.
So
Oh, you gotta do your charging, all that over here.
Oh, that didn't matter over here anyway, dude.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's true.
So we do here then?
Mm-hmm.
So we're at 9 right now. I'll just mark it for now.
5, 6, 7, 8.
So we look a little bit more accurate. So Kylo actually in the lead currently.
Transhuman.
Although this is top
What's
round
this?
4 and Devin has not
5
scored
saves.
his prime
5
this
saves.
turn, which will put him up to 49.
3 die.
Mm-hmm.
That's the alpha. 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
Next.
Move back into coherency.
It's your pick.
Oh yeah, it's my pick, right? Yeah, I would pick them first, obviously. Not that it's really gonna matter too much. They'll just step up, just so they can hit this thing. And then you... Can you get closer to this guy? No, so you're just gonna go over here just so you can attack the other armor.
Isn't the coherency then?
Yeah, he's
Nope.
just
Oh, yeah.
Just Solfan. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 hitting him. 1, 2, 3.
I love how
4,
much
5.
work the Adeptus Mechanicus put into like cybernetically enhancing their soldiers in order to use them just literally as a roadblock for enemy troops. They march directly in the way of enemies, so you physically can't get to objectives. That's all they do. Seems like you could just do that with like a brick.
And 6s.
Maybe put a servo turret on
2
it,
wounds
and
on
it
him.
would have the same effect as a Scutaria Vanguard.
He's good.
And then 2, 4, 6 stacks into the other one. Yay! Nothing. Oh,
I believe Trevor's already done the points for us. So
I believe
that
I
should-
already have done the points for us.
And
That everything for you?
yep, that's everything for me.
Well, they only lost 3, so they can't fail. And nobody else lost enough to give a crap.
So we do have the
Cool.
defensive
Command phase
technology
stuff. No more
gone
transhuman.
now,
I'm so
which
sad.
means these armigers are going to have a much better time punching through these Vanguard in the future, which is going to help a lot. Now, obviously, I do think a bunch of these armigers are about to be dead, though. The one that's on 4 is certainly going to be shot to death. This one in the middle, I imagine, gets killed. These two might survive, might stick it out through, and get to kill a lot of the Scutaria Vanguard in the following turn, but I imagine we're down to only 2 models for Kylo at the start of the next turn.
It's irrelevant anyway. The Cantic Thrall Net,
This 40k human lives are cheaper than servo turrets.
I will put on
I guess so. You can afford to
yellow
like
for the ballistic skill.
make a human into a servo turret, I guess. It's
And then
basically
I'll
what
put fallback
Vanguard
and
are,
shoot on
right?
orange.
Cool.
Actually, let me just check one range here. 16 for there to there. It's 17 that way, but that goes for this stupid thing. So 16. I move 9. She gets me 7, so 6-inch charge. Actually, I'll put the ignored appreciation for armor save on the purple unit actually. Oh, and galvanic field is gone too.
All right,
Cool.
champ. I'm gonna leave you
So
with
you
the
guys are
players
9.
momentarily here.
And you can fall back and shoot this turn, which is very convenient. So you guys are gonna run all the way up to here. And I gave my CP, perfect.
You should be on 15 primary, right?
Actually, yes, I should be on 15 primary.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 7's only a 6 in charge. Oh, come on, game, stop lagging. That was 8.5, so you can go another suspension of an inch. Cool. These two characters are going to fall back because they're not insane.
Ah,
Yeah, I know. I know you're disappointed. I'll be flying them back in a second. I just got to figure out when I'll put my real auras. You guys need to go down here to get this thing off that objective. Oh, I should just follow the technologist back first. 6 inches over that way.
so these guys can fall back and shoot, right?
Yeah, you can fall back and shoot, that's correct. But they can't charge.
Okay.
Just with the first guy, because this is actually what's relevant for charging you. Although I'm honestly hoping I just kill that thing right now anyway, so...
Yeah, if I still had that one Megara left, I think I would have been okay. Cause I'm
You would have been in a significantly better position, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Because actually, it was the Megara blowing up that actually hurt the other knight. He would have lived on one.
well, I also had more guns into him too.
Yeah, I don't know. I figured he wasn't gonna live. My choices were either fall back with the guy over here, but then you could shoot me.
He's actually gonna go over there. Shame. Sorry, I'm just gonna make sure I have a guy just within that reroll aura. Blue needs to move up to get the rerolls, so they're just gonna go do that.
So did I take out 2 of your while we stand as well?
Yes, you have. So I should be on 5 for that at the moment. The blue squad here is the other one. Cool, this Marshal. Just want to make sure this is actually 6 inches. It is. This Marshal's just going to go over here just to get some of that sweet, sweet character protection. And hopefully I can just start killing arbiters now. Okie dokie. Yeah, let's start shooting at things. So I actually don't want to kill this one this turn because I want to use him as a charge springboard. But we'll see with the yellow squad. With yellow, they're just going to dump everything into this armiger here. So there's still 20 of them, so I get 40 shots into you. Oh, 41, 40, hitting on 3s because they have the +1 ballistic skill this turn. Rerolling 1s. And when you on 5s. Rerolling 1s. 9 -1s on that armiger.
Who's giving them reroll once?
This Marshal here.
Okay. -1.
He lives
There's
his own way.
one.
Cool. Cool, the Marshal that did not fall back will shoot that armiger. Hits you. Nope. That's unfortunate. I was really hoping I would have killed you there. I got lots of shooting. Even if they can't charge, I can just charge with the yellow squad and just walk a guy onto the objective and just spread them the hell out. No, I would just charge this armiger here.
Okay.
And then just use my movement to get places I need to. So yeah, I just want to kill this thing just to get rid of it. But like, I really want to like go over here and pile into him so he can't mess with me next turn. No, I think just killing one is more important. So we will do blue next. So there's 4 guys in the blue squad that can't see there. So the 4 guys that can't see are just going to shoot the one with 1 wound left, and the other 11 are going to shoot the one with 9 wounds left.
This one, the blue guys, yeah?
Yep.
You touching that? You're touching
I am,
that, yeah?
yes, I am touching that.
Cool.
So 8 shots into the one with 1 wound on 4s, because I moved, rerolling 1s, winning on 5s, 3 saves at -1 on him.
Forbes.
He's
Nope.
dead. Does he go boom boom?
Yes, he does.
So kills D3 yellow guys. Kills 2. That's not that bad. They've shot already, so I don't really care that much. And then I have the other 11 shooting the one with 9, so that's 22 shots into him. So same thing, 4s. Get in there. Rolling 1s. 5s. Reroll 1.
Wow, that was a lot of 5s.
That was a lot of 5s. 9 saves at -1 on the 9 wound armiger. Take 5 wounds.
We back, chat.
So he's down to 4. Purple will shoot him with all of them. So
What did the admin
1, 2,
player
3,
not
4,
take the
5, 6,
Titan
7,
Hunters?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 26
It's a great
shots.
question. I wonder if I think Devin wasn't 100% sure of his ability to kill the Megaras. Although he did get there.
So 26 shots into him.
A lot of that is due to,
re-rolling.
I don't know, yeah, just the volume of fire got there. But obviously you can play the Megaras more conservatively, I guess. Although that's probably a recipe for disaster on the night side. He maybe should have taken Titan Hunter, but I can imagine if you haven't played this matchup out too many times, you're not 100% sure if you can shoot through 3 of them. especially with one of them with the 2+ armor save.
I'm probably gonna shoot it with everything.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 48 shots. Normally I would try and split, but I really don't trust Mooney on 6s with no AP. 3s. And 6s. Yeah, maybe I could have split. 12 saves on that guy. Okay, guys. 12 3-ops.
Calm down.
Good job. Okay, it's dead. That's good. Does he explode too?
No, not this time.
Cool. Well, that's my shooting phase, so I'm just going to charge you now.
Mhm.
Yellow's going to charge the Armor here that has 12 wounds left. They're in with a 4, so I'm just going to put one guy on this objective. This guy's just going to move over to here just so we can pile in onto that one. So he just has hands up closer to him, which is 6.9. And then I can move. I just want to make sure I'm doing this right. I can move 3 inches to there, which will be 7.7. So no, he actually can't do it that way. I rolled, what, a 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so he'll actually just have to go this way. So that he'll be able to do it with the consolidate move. So 9.8. You can go to there. You can go to there.
Yeah. There's also the size of his base inside here, because
9.3.
basically essentially what we're measuring is like where the
Oh my god, buddy.
this edge of his
Tell me
base
there.
is going to be. So this edge of his base is going to be there, which will be
Why is
closer.
pre-measuring so hard sometimes?
And then we get the
7 and 6
consolidate, and then
is
your base is going to be about there.
10.6. 3 inches. 10.5. And then 1 inch over there.
I mean,
10.1. Okay, so that's going to work that way.
This move also literally doesn't matter, right?
So I'll just bring some friends over just so he will for sure have some unit coherency. You two need to stay here for him. This guy needs to go here. Nope, 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 nope. Lag, lag! 4 inches. You're just going to go to get some coherency insurance. You'll go like that. You'll have to stay there. You can go up to attack. And then the rest of them can just stay in a clump here for unit coherency's sake. I'm sorry, this guy's going to have to just come down just so I can have the coherency with my charge move. Okay, that should work. Purple, I'll just try and charge his armature here.
Getting the octopus going.
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
just
go
for him,
Get
so it's
out-
looking
get
like I'm
all
going
the
to
way
need a
around.
3, and then just over 6, I'm going to need a 9.
Mm-hmm.
Be nice if I got this. I do.
Oh.
Well, that makes this easy.
Easy game.
So you're going to go there, which means I can just do it like this and just make my life significantly easier. Yep, you can go onto the objective there.
Why did you have to make that?
We made like 2 9-inch charges and like a few turns ago.
Yeah, this was the one charge I didn't want you to make.
Oh, I know it was.
You know why?
Because you were going to go on another character murder spree with him.
Yeah, because this guy's right up against the wall, so I would have been able to engage him.
Yeah. It's
Not anymore.
Yeah, that's why I'm not happy it happened.
This guy's just gonna have to. Oh, he's clipping on. Oh, it's a terrain feature. There we go. Yeah, he's good now. Well, we know he's there. Okay. You have no CP to interrupt me with. So I'm just gonna do my attacks into you. I'll start with the purple unit. You're gonna go there just so you can be on the objective. You're gonna go there for coherency. You're gonna go there for coherency. You're just going to go around this way for movement. You're going to go there. And you're going to come over with him. There's like a little ice thing sticking out of here. It's really making these pile-ins hard. 3. 3, and then you guys can just no, not you. Just you 4. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys hitting that Armiger. 12 attacks. Are they still rerolling 1s? No. 2 wounds on the Armiger.
Yeah,
Armiger doesn't give a crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. You can actually just pile around to attack as well. Any of them the Alpha? 6 guys hitting this Armiger. These guys do reroll to hit. Not that it helped. And wounding on some number. Once it stops lagging. Okay, well, they're mad. 3 saves on that Warglaive. Nah, he doesn't give a crap. Cool. Hit me back.
Oh, we'll just do down here first. 8 attacks. I know you get +1, but you're charging me. I don't like you, so reroll.
This is still better than you shooting me and then charging what you want to charge. That's also okay.
That's not great.
1 die. Is that yellow or purple?
Purple.
Alrighty. You're...
I'm gonna do yellow.
Sure.
Oh, if only I had a CP. Oh god, seriously? Bye.
Sad dice off those sweep attacks.
They had that appreciation ignore on them, so I lose 2. So I actually don't need these guys here anymore.
Sure.
But I do want those guys there because they're actually important. So I'll just kill these 2 that are fighting you. Cool.
I really wish you had made this.
I know. I can't fail either of those morale tests.
So I've already done it for the last part anyway, don't worry.
Oh, okay.
You know, it just comes down to your strategic scan.
Yeah, it's like how many strategic scans do I do?
Knights,
You're to the last step. Yeah.
Knights fairly consistently like top 8 or top 3 events. It's tougher now that AdMech was released because I think AdMech is really good against them. But when Drukhari was kind of the boogeyman, and still to some extent, I think Knights are doing okay.
Yeah,
and if Knights can go first into a lot of of the more heavily armored AdMech lists, like they rip a lot of those the las cannons and stuff off the table. But obviously, tougher into mass infantry.
Alright, we'll just do we'll just do the assault gun into these.
Yep.
No, mine is because it's an assault, which everyone forgets. Yeah, it's an assault.
It is, yeah. Melta guns are pretty good. 1 wound.
Yeah, 1 wound. Minus
$1 billion.
Over here.
Kill him off.
I think New Sisters is it's probably still okay against Knights, but is significantly less efficient than the old version. You don't get like +1 damage retributors shooting you 36 inches away.
You turn into a little
that just wipe a knight off the table every turn. Now you actually have to commit with retributors in order to get them in, and you never see Repentia anymore for the most part. So you a lot of those really scary anti-knight units are out of the Sisters roster. And the Sisters characters, which are the scariest part, don't really do that much damage to toughness 8.
Fours. 6s. I don't even know why I'm rolling this. It doesn't matter. Nope, nothing. Hit me.
Hit you. Okay. I've got CP, yeah.
Yeah, you might be the 9th Dead Sisters. You might have a worse time against these guys.
I don't know. I ain't got
depending on what you're playing. The New Sisters. They're sort of hard control oriented rather than just being damage dealers.
I mean, to be fair, I've got this 1 CP. I might as well just do it. I ain't got anything else to do it on.
Hitting yellow?
Yep, hitting yellow.
Go for it.
Oh no! Yeah, they all hit. All hit. Didn't charge me. Sad times. Bit better than last time. Oh, that's much better than last time.
That is much better than last time. So they sold the 4. So I lose 5 guys.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy here had to do based. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll just kill you off. 5. And that guy has you based.
Even if I go here, you just move him out of combat anyway, so it doesn't actually matter.
No, there's... Yeah, I just don't want you piling into me.
No, I can keep him closer and go this way.
Oh, hang on a second. No, sorry, this guy needs to exist there for uniform here. So I'll just kill this ranger off instead. I don't think that's going to break anything.
He's out of currency.
That's exactly what I want.
Mm-hmm.
He's just going to hit you back.
I do get to move though, don't I?
Nope, because I have you based. With my pylons last turn.
Okay then. Cool.
Yeah,
No,
unless it just got nudged or something, but...
Mm-hmm.
He just misses like a champion. Alrighty. Morale phase, they can't fail.
Oh, my attack's down here.
Oh, you have to attack me still. Right, sorry.
Well, you have to hit me first.
I didn't do anything.
Alright, fine, I'll hit you back then.
You will hit me back.
You just delete one of them?
Yeah, even if I'd had the strap, wouldn't have mattered.
4s. One guy dies.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just kill the one who's in base with you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, so you just bonk one of them. I can't even fail that morale test anyway. Yeah, so
These
morale
guys.
phase- Oh,
Yeah,
these guys
different
can definitely fail.
Mm-hmm.
So you killed 5, 6 with the melt-a-gun. He runs, so that's 7.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to roll 1 or a 2 to pass, or I have a better idea. Boom.
I so wish you didn't have that.
But now, since they don't have to fall back, they can do actions.
Yeah, but you won't get the action points though, because you can't complete it.
It's only turn 4.
Good point.
Yeah, and I think strategic scan completes at the end of the game as well. I think. I can't remember. Some of them have that.
Some do, some don't.
I can't remember.
Yeah, yeah, your turn.
Coolio. So you guys are just going to move over this way.
Oh yeah, so if you do it now, you get it anyway, so it won't matter.
Yep, so I'm going to... I just got to throw my my buffs around. Galvanic Field, don't get that. Transmute RP 1 and 2, Depreciation Ignore. Cantic Thrall, that's going to go on.
Yeah, so it would score at the end of the game.
Put it on
as
blue
well.
for +1 to hit with shooting, and I'll just do the Ignore Depreciation on them as well. The Archaeologist makes 0 difference for anything, and nothing
This feels
else
pretty
is relevant.
superfluous.
So, and I'll put Fall Back and Shoot on purple.
Sure.
So purple's just gonna. Gee, just wanna check one thing first.
How's
Far away is
Chaos
this?
Knights right now?
15. Perfect.
I think in a worse spot than Imperial Knights. One of the reasons that we talked about it a couple times this game, but one of the reasons that the Imperial Knights are doing so well is the Megara profile is really good out of their most recent Imperial Armor Compendium. And one of the reasons for that is that it has a strong invulnerable save in melee as well as range, which can combo with the Imperial Ion Shields, which can be rotated in melee, whereas Chaos Ion Shields can only be rotated at range. Which means that Megaras in Imperial Knights are significantly more durable. That said, you still see some Chaos Knights occasionally. I've seen a couple lists that are just sort of spamming Armigers that are doing okay, and especially with the Infernal Pact to give them +1 damage on their weapons on one of the guns with lightning locks or something to just spam a billion damage to something. Like, that's fine, but they certainly aren't doing as well as Imperial Knights. Which is interesting, because for a really long time, Chaos Knights were just Imperial Knights, but with better stats. And now the tables have kind of turned.
It completes at the end of your next command phase. On turn 5, you do the action, you don't get a command phase.
I see. So I'm going to get it on 3 objectives.
1, 2...
So yellow's going to scan this one, and then the archaeologist is going to scan this one.
The scan does score at the end of the command phase or the end of the battle, whichever comes first.
Oh,
Does
okay.
it?
Yeah.
I don't think it did. It's,
Yeah.
Well, that's good then.
No, but no, I was on about if he does it in turn 5, he wouldn't get it though, right? Because you can't do it in turn 5.
No, you can still do it. It'll just complete at the end of the game.
Perfect. Well, that's good then.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, that's not going to change.
So
what I'm
yeah,
doing.
the strategic scan action is this action is completed at the start of your next command phase, comma, or at the end of the battle, parentheses, whichever happens first.
Alright.
Alright, right, cool.
That's good then. Shooting phase. These Vanguard here are just going to fire on the Armiger.
So you can get. But if I stay on this one, you can't scan this one. So.
Yeah, but I'm going to scan this one down here next turn.
Yeah, you only need 4 to get the max.
Because this guy here can just move 9 inches with the Cantic Thrall net. Or this guy can just move 6. Yeah, so I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Why am I even doing this? 15, 16. 48 shots. Hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. And then 6s, rerolling 1s. 6 saves on that Armiger, no AP. Take 3 wounds. Purple will shoot them with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys that can see.
6. We got 6 guys.
6 guys? Perfect.
Yeah, this guy can see.
Oh, that guy there, yes. Hitting on 4s, rolling 1s. And then 5s. Rolling 1s. 2 saves at -1.
Take it.
30 shots from blue into that Warglaive. Hitting on 2s because of the Thrall net. Wounding on 5s. 12 saves on that Armiger at -1. I think it's dead. Yep.
Yeah, so what's the prisoner score look like?
Does he go boom?
Nope. So that means you can scan that one out.
Yeah, I can scan that one next turn. And then yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18 shots in it.
Weren't they doing the scan?
Yeah, but they have the thing from the Techno-Archaeologist to do actions and switch shoot.
Alright, cool. So much stuff in that book, it's ridiculous.
It's insane. No rerolls for them, though. 2 saves on the other Armiger. Doesn't care.
Doesn't care.
I'm gonna charge you with blue.
I really hope you get a double 1 now.
Well, I would be very sad.
I really.
No. Sorry.
No, see.
So I can't kill you, but I'm just gonna base it that fast so you can't do any pile-in shenanigans.
Yeah, sure.
And then I'm just gonna go over here and just make sure that I can keep Unit Coherency onto the objective. I'm not even gonna bother rolling dice to attack you. It doesn't matter.
5, 6,
No. I'll roll my attacks against you, though.
It does matter, in fact.
It does matter, yeah.
So, yeah, no. Looks like we could go to 13 on no prisoners for the Knights. No additional points available. So I think we...
Say something.
Yep.
That's fine.
Okay.
So I think we end 42 for Kylo. Strategic scan's gonna cap for Devin.
Oh, no CP, no nothing. Sad times.
So he should get another 12. 82.
Reroll these because I don't like you.
So 82, 42, I think is the.
I really don't like you.
Force.
It's gonna be probably the final.
Other way around. Other way around would have been nice.
Nah. Cool. I can't fail morale.
Final score.
Your turn. Oh, can you just pass turn to me so I can pass turn to you?
Yeah.
And then I would have passed turn to you. And clock to you.
Little Meltagun. I can't get out of that.
So we'll probably be wrapping up pretty quickly here, chat. If anybody has any questions for the players, go ahead and throw them in there.
Yeah, it does.
As we move to the end game here, Kyle's gonna kill 1 or 2 additional Skitarii, and then I think all we have to do is roll out the. Yeah, we just have to scan basically with Skitarii back here.
8 saves again.
Still on 4s.
Mm.
Oh no, these aren't 5s.
Ah, so were they 5s last time as well?
Yeah, they should have been 5s last time as well. So we lost 4
So
more.
actually, oh no, you lost a lot because you only got those were all 4s your last one, wasn't it? You actually lost a lot more then.
So I lose 6 now.
Mhm.
So I'll just peel them off. So the 6 I lost now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I think I've had 4 4s in the last roll.
Yeah.
It's not going to make a difference though.
It's just to force them around and get some points for.
I'm just going to auto pass them.
Ah,
Yeah, it doesn't actually make a difference.
why could we have not had the new FAQ?
I don't know.
Yeah. So strategic scan, you'll get all of them, so I'll be max on that. Oh
Yep.
wait a minute. Oh wait, blue was your.
I scanned this on like turn 1. Or turn
Oh
2.
no, you scanned this ages ago.
Yeah, so they're just going to walk away from you.
Mhm.
They're going to chill there and scan that. I'll Cantic Throw on that purple. So they can walk down 9 and scan this.
Ta-da! We've done it.
And I'll just daisy them out for the sake of being on all 5 objectives. There we go. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
82
That's it then.
Thanks for the game.
No, man. I was going into it with I maybe have a little bit of a chance, and I was like, yeah. And then I lost the knight. I was like,
GTS
okay, I've still got a
no
knight.
problem
Cool. I was like, eh. Over here was silly. I should have just put this guy basically more in here.
Oh, the Magar?
Yeah, I should have just put him right in there. But I think you could have done solo. I think. Anyway.
Yeah, I just would have solored over to shoot him. I don't think that would have changed much, honestly.
It might have meant I had 3 knights still, potentially. But then I think you just pick them. I think then you pick off.
Yeah, but like
I think,
that knight was wounded already, and the Solar Flare unit did like 20 wounds to you by itself.
yeah, exactly.
And then I just would have had like the Vanguard there just to pick the last couple off, and that would have been that.
It's a hard matchup either way. Admech are just.
It's very bad, and this is also without laser chickens.
I mean, I did get nearly max on no prisoners. So.
Hey, did you get max for no prisoners? No, you got it's the service raiders are 54.
Trevi was much.
Oh, Trevor is doing it. So that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 66, 70, 120. Yeah, so 120 exactly. Yeah, so you get 12 for no prisoners. Or 13, I don't know. I might not be able to count, which is a very real thing I can't count.
Oh, there's this little pile down here as well.
Oh, that pile. I thought those were puppies. I thought they were puppies.
No, it's because there was 3 puppies there and 2 guys, 4 guys, which that makes up. Stuff.
No, it's 54 for all the service raiders. So 54, 64, 74, 84, 94, 104, 110, 120, 130. Yeah, 134 you got.
Yeah, because 4 guys makes up 2 service raiders.
Yep.
Oh, there's just so much stuff on your table. It's just so much.
Yeah, it's a lot. And now you have Grey Knights and Thousand Suns to worry about.
Thousand Suns, nah. Grey Knights worry about for the mortal wounding output, but Thousand Suns.
With Knights, you should be worried about Thousand Suns.
I'm worried-ish about them, but I have got a strat for Feel No Pain.
Yeah, for one of the Knights. But when like the guy just jumps out and does 50 mortal wounds to you in a single psychic phase.
And
then like
it's gonna be hard.
And then also like
Seems good.
and there's like 10 Scarab Terminators that just basically just pick a Knight up by themselves.
Yeah.
With
It's gonna
shooting.
be a struggle. More and more codexes come out. It's gonna be a struggle for Knights.
Yep.
I mean, it's already a struggle as it is anyway, but now it's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. Since that roadmap was amazing and told us so much about what's coming out.
Yeah.
Hey, Black Templars, and then that's it.
Black Templars, yeah.
And then other codexes. Did you see that part in the end where they were like, and then there
Oh,
will be additional codexes after that?
On Imperial Mechanicus.
Right, so well, the rumors is I've heard it's either Custodians and Jesus cults or it's Tyranids and God. It's one of those two. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard similar rumblings. Well, thanks, guys. Yeah, it was an interesting game. It was interesting to see obviously the dichotomy of the two armies, but yeah, the amount of damage that those Rangers put out is sort of untenable for the Knights, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not a lot. It's very unassuming. It's like, oh, it's just a bunch of strength 4 guns, and then it's like, oh, although I plus 1 wound, these guns are strength 5, and then it's like one unit of Rangers just like melts a Macara.
Yeah,
it's death by 1,000 cuts, is what it is.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. Awesome. So yeah, I got your scores in, so you guys should be all set. Obviously, congratulations to both of you for getting to the finals. Devin, congratulations for taking it down.
Thank you.
And I'm sure we'll see both of you on finals tables in the not too distant future as well.
Hopefully.
Okay, so.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers, Trevi. Thank you.
Later.
Laters.
Sweet. You know what? Want to know my thoughts about the new Synapse rules coming out? Yeah, I recorded a video just before this, and I will edit it and get it up probably this evening. About talking about the new Synapse rules. I think we'll have to see what the new ones are. I think the Broodlord one is really good, like really good. And it might be that I have to take Broodlords again, which I would not be psyched about, but you know, it is what it is. The Neurothrope one is like sort of laughably bad, but they also, they teased that there's going to be a lot more other stuff for Tyranids in that new the Warzone Octarius book, so it could be that there's some cool stuff. I don't know. Yeah. All right. So we'll go ahead and close it out there, chat. We'll choose the prediction outcome. A lot of people were rooting for Adeptus Mechanicus, and it turns out, were correct in their prediction. Anybody live doing some Warhammer? Two Souls live. Oh, Duckguts also live. Well, Duckguts rated us yesterday, so maybe we should read back. But also, Two Souls playing a game. Ooh, he's playing a pod game, it looks like. Let's raid Two Soul. All right, everybody. We're going to go hang out with Two Soul today. Thanks, everyone, for hanging out with me in this game. Keep in mind, I will be live on Thursday, so the day after tomorrow, 10 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. 10:30 p.m., excuse me. I'm going to be playing a Harridan game against triple Telemons, so that's going to be sweet from Pod 5. Round 2. Currently undefeated. I think we can get there. I believe in Harry Dan. So I will see you then. There may be also some painting happening this week, but I'm not 100% sure. New videos are going to be coming out this week as well, as soon as I could get my act together and edit them. But if you are on Advanced Tactics, I have an Advanced Tactics recorded. I just have to edit it and put it out, so that will be this week as well. So that is available for patrons and YouTube channel members if you're on there. But otherwise, yeah, cheers. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Thanks for all the people who subbed. And I will see you on Thursday. Let's go hang out with Two Soul.